Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Paris, you were strip searched. Was the search something we like to call the old two-hander? Did they do the old grip and rip?
This is where entertainment is going.
What is that?
Extreme camel toe.
Oh, God damn. Oh, God, you got a complete camel toe.
Opie and Anthony.
If you're here, give us a sign.
Oh, boy.
My wallet is gone. Oh, my God. It's with us beyond the grave.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, I feel sorry for Rich Voss today.
Rich.
I feel sorry for Rich Voss today. I'll explain in a minute. I need more milk for my coffee.
Ooh.
Not you. Go get Jared. Jared!
Jerry.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, it is. What an important day.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday until the lawyers take that one away from us. So let's enjoy Whip 'em Out Wednesday before they take that one away well.
Push it until they just say, no, you can't do it anymore. Whip 'em Out Wednesday, it's great. Get a bumper sticker on your car. Or just put a wow on your vehicle. What do you got, a dirty old semi-tractor trailer? You could scrape the word wow on the back. And then you're driving. Then all of a sudden you look over to your side and you go, hey, why is that woman flashing me? And then you realize, oh, it's the wow I had on the back. She must be an O&A fan, supports the program. So do I. And then before you know it, you're seeing great boobage on your way home from work, on your way to work, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a great promotion that all it takes to be in it is a wow on your vehicle. And the prize, a great little view for your drive home.
Better than concert tickets.
Oh, please.
Unless it's front row tickets to Tool, which we will be giving away later on this morning.
Wow.
So Whip 'em Out Wednesday is happening today. This is where I feel sorry for Rich Voss. Rich is in for Jimmy, who's, I don't know, signing books
Jimmy?
Somewhere. He's a top-selling author.
He's an author now.
He doesn't really know us right now. And then the book will fall off the charts eventually, and then he'll be our best friend again.
That's how Jimmy rolls.
That's how Jimmy rolls, absolutely. So he's somewhere. I can't even keep track of his schedule.
I don't know.
Is he on Jimmy Kimmel today? Is he in Chicago? Is he in Canada? Where is he? Where is Jimmy Norton?
Sitting down in some talk show going, that's my new book. Let me share with you a few anecdotes from my latest tome.
I know he was trying on, like, smoking jackets the other day.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
And ascots and a pipe.
And an ascot. He's trying to get that whole author look going, so.
Yeah, good luck.
So we got Rich Voss filling in for Jimmy today, and this is where I feel sorry for Rich Voss. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yep.
It's also Cat Noise Wednesday in honor of Jim Norton.
Yuck.
And this is where I really do feel sorry for Rich Voss. Finally, it's Butt Rub Wednesday. And that's Jimmy's bit, and you're filling in for Jimmy. So guess what?
What's that?
You're gonna have to butt rub someone today. I'm sorry, it's in the rules.
Butt rub Wednesday.
Look, I don't make the rules, but they're in the rules.
Yeah, with your butt, that would.
And I know you don't
rub.
like being touched or hugged. You barely like shaking hands. But guess what? Sometime this morning, you're gonna have to butt rub somebody.
If it is deemed that somebody maybe screwed up, or just randomly walks in the studio. And we decide he needs a butt rub. You will have to pull down your pants.
Yeah.
And underwear, exposing your butt.
Yes.
And the other person does the same. And then you gently rub your cheeks together.
Like you're trying to, start a fire.
Yeah. Start a fire.
Why are you looking all horrified? It's in the rule book. I don't make the rules, Rich. I'm sorry. Don't look at me. But if you don't do it, the whole show falls apart.
Yeah.
You don't want that on you.
Well, I mean, I'm a team player and everything.
Yeah.
But, this might lead to something else.
What?
Oh, he's thinking it might actually get something started.
What do you mean?
Can it be a hot girl that walks in and we do
It's
butt rub?
never a hot girl.
That's too easy. We could all do that. I mean,
Never.
come on. And, if you're a team player, you just got to deal with this somehow today. Somehow.
Might not happen at all.
It might not happen. You're
You
right.
never know.
But the
Just because
opportunity...
it's Butt Rub Wednesday doesn't mean there's going to be a butt rub.
And this is Jimmy's thing, and you're filling in for Jimmy. You're in his seat.
I know. What are the odds? He just writes his first book, and I just read my first book. So
Oh,
where's our... So sometime this morning you might have to do the whole butt rub. And then, I don't know what's going on, but I got an urgent communique from Tom Chiasano late last night.
Yes.
Or that's when I checked my voicemail and found that I missed a call from him. And they're trying to take Hummer Tuesday away from us.
yeah.
I don't know what that's about. I guess it started in Washington where they were dumping out of us discussing Hummer Tuesday like crazy, and then it went to the lawyers
Yeah.
on the corporate level, and now everyone is aware of Hummer Tuesday, and they're all in a panic.
They're petrified.
They're petrified because we're suggesting something. Now you're not even allowed to suggest anything on the radio.
No, in some kind of code.
how do they bring that up in a board meeting? Oh, and now our next topic. Opie Anthony on Tuesday would like to have Hummer Tuesday.
Yeah,
now
that's pretty much it. And then they fire emails back and forth to each other and decide, well, this has to go. This has to go.
If I'm not getting any Hummers, no one's going to get Hummers.
Much too much of a threat.
Shut them down.
See that? I'm sure that got dumped down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they're hearing it somewhere. Trust me. I know that.
Apparently, you can say Hummer Tuesday. You just can't do anything else.
That is so stupid.
I know.
And this is why I did not want to meet with the lawyers a couple weeks ago. Because remember, we were sitting there with the long table and they're like, we're here to help you. We're really trying to help you guys do a great radio show.
Another bit gone.
Instead of trying to help us out and try to figure out how we could get this done, they're just taking another bit away from us, making it a little harder once again to do the radio show we know we can do.
I've read a lot of transcripts of shows that have been fined, and how innocent Hummer Tuesday is, and the way we present it would never get fined. It just, let's be real here, it just wouldn't.
There shouldn't have been one email written about Hummer Tuesday with the lawyers. There just shouldn't.
There's no graphic explanations.
The FCC's not going to fine us for suggesting things. You can't fine a radio host for suggesting something, and that's all it is. We don't know if they're actually doing it out there.
And it's such a...
And even when someone calls and says they participated, let's say, in Hummer Tuesday, that is so innocent and so vague.
Yeah, there's no graphic description of anything. You don't even know what it is. I mean, the way we talk about it, it could be anything. You know?
Guys, I know it doesn't look like it, but we're here for you. We're here for you.
To screw up your show. But we're here for it.
But we're here for you. So I don't know what's going on, because I called Tom back, and it was a little too late, I guess, and we never connected, and I guess you got a call from him as well.
I got a call,
but he said,
and then an email.
He said, Hummer Tuesday was quite the discussion today. Quite the discussion all over Washington with the lawyers and
I saw a string of about 10 emails and read each one and the response to it and then the response to that. And it just got more and more panicked, more and more panicky. It just started off with like, hey, this promotion they're doing, what do you think? This seems like it could be bad in this way, that. And then by the end, it was just lawyers writing, millions of dollars. Shut up. Lawyers.
Unbelievable.
Anybody,
and then they look at you right in your eyes and go, we're really here to help you. No, you're not. It's not your job on the line to try to get ratings and try to get people interested in your radio show.
Nope.
I think they would look at this whole thing differently if their jobs are on the line, if they had something to lose. But instead, they don't have anything to lose. They just want to play it as safe as possible. And then they fire us because we don't have the ratings that they need to sell. And then they throw another show in here.
Slappy and wappy show.
And then the lawyers continue effing up their show.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Apparently not as bad as ours, though. from what I hear.
Oh, my God.
I'm hearing things.
God bless Philly, man. They're getting away with murder down there.
Philly, L.A. I'm hearing like things. People are getting away with murder.
The stuff I was hearing in Philly and the words they're still allowed to use down there, and we're attempting to compete with these same shows.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be kidding me. But they don't care because they'll just get another show in here, and then they continue with their jobs.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
They keep going. They don't care. If there's trouble, though, their job might be jeopardized.
So that was the big news overnight. Hummer Tuesday's in jeopardy for some reason. Are we allowed to still say it, but we're not allowed to take phone calls?
Yeah, can't do anything.
Describe it any further. Oh,
it's great radio. We just say it. Hummer Tuesday.
Oh, because that makes for exciting radio.
Yeah,
just to say it. Oh, thanks for allowing us to continue saying that.
Do you know?
I guess that's a victory for us. Right?
I also got this inkling that somebody thought that it might have been a tie-in to the Hummer vehicles. And asked, is this a sponsor thing? Because if it was, of course, there would have been no problem with it.
Yeah.
If there's some cash rolling in because of it,
all right,
there would have been no problem.
All right, then let's sponsor Hummer Tuesday, and then, of course, it'll be all right. Of course it will.
Someone go out and get Hummer, the vehicle,
right,
to sponsor Hummer Tuesday, and then we could talk about it.
Holy crap.
Like, hey, give a Hummer, and we mean the vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean the vehicle, a Humvee.
The other thing that happened overnight, E-Rock found our old instant replays. You know this stuff.
No.
Boring.
Yes.
These things.
Mom! Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All the sounds that are getting way old.
Alert. All this?
Yeah.
He found our old machine when we were at NEW, and he's like, it would be such a great bit to just plug it in and see what's on this machine. You guys haven't heard this machine in like 5 years?
Yeah.
He goes, but I already kind of listened to a lot of this stuff, and we're going to just have to do it over at XM because there's no way we could play any of these sounds anymore. And 5 years ago, we were playing on a daily basis, and there was no problems whatsoever with anybody.
We should just plug it
There was
in.
no problems with lawyers, no problems with the listeners, no complaints came in. But E-Rock's going, we can't play half this stuff anymore.
We should just plug it in and see what gets dumped.
Just sounds? You can't do sound like, what is it?
Yeah.
No sounds Thursday?
And it's not even like curses or anything. It was stuff that was completely legal 5 years ago, and for some reason, some of this stuff is not legal anymore. It's just ridiculous.
You people give other people the reason to get up in the morning to work.
That's what we do.
Without you two, they would have nothing to talk about or do.
That's right.
Well,
that drive would stink.
Eventually, we're going to have nothing to talk about because they're taking it all away slowly without helping us, without saying, well, all right, obviously you guys got to reinvent yourself and we're going to take another bit away from you. But this is what we're working on to kind of help you guys.
Yeah.
As we move forward in this new climate. That's the problem I have with this company, with corporate and with the lawyers. They're not helping us. They're just hindering us at this point.
They talk about the new climate. We know about the new climate.
All right, so help us get around this stuff.
We're working.
That's all we're asking for.
We're working within it.
That's ridiculous when people say you have to reinvent yourself. You change with the times. You two aren't going to come in tomorrow like they said with pipes or being sports guys. Just how do you reinvent yourself? So you just change with the time.
Yeah.
We constantly change. I mean, we've been at this 12, 13 years now, and our show that we do now is drastically different than the first show we did, which is drastically different than the show that we did at NEW. It's always changing, but the problem I have is they're taking so much stuff away from us. But supposedly we work for this huge conglomerate, this huge corporation. I need my echo. Huge! And they don't give us anything.
Yeah.
They really don't give us anything. What they do is take stuff away slowly but surely, one thing at a time. Like this Hummer Tuesday, to most people will be like, why are you guys bitching? Well, because we added to the list of all the other things that have been taken away in the last 17 months.
A lot of things.
And you know what? When you fast forward 17 months and you look at this list, it's pretty impressive, the stuff we can't do anymore. They're just chipping away one thing at a time.
Chip, 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 chip. Yeah. It's disgusting.
So I guess we got to talk to Tom about that. But I guess we'll be allowed to say Hummer Tuesday, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's wonderful.
Happy Hummer Tuesday.
That's wonderful. So
on Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday. It's Whip Out Wednesday. We'll see how long that lasts.
Let's say hi to Frank in Massapequa. Frank, what's up?
Hey there, Frank.
Oh, I know they've been having the discussions about Whip Out Wednesday because when we met with the lawyers and we kind of brought that up, they're like, yeah, we're well aware that you're still doing it. You know, and they're like trying to figure out how to take that one away from us.
No one's ever been happy with that one.
And they're going to try to take that one away from us eventually as well. And they'll do it in such a smooth way. And that'll just go away as well. And no one gives a crap that it was probably one of the biggest things ever invented in radio. And they'll just take it away like it's no big deal.
I think the way they do that is to stop printing up bumper stickers.
Well, they haven't printed up brand new WOW stickers.
I know.
You know, this station here in New York flipped. It went from a talk station to basically an alternative rock station with the K-Rock call letters coming back. I don't see WOW stickers. That's something in the old days. That would have been one of the first things. Hey, changing the call letters back to K-Rock, and look, open this box, boys. Brand new K-Rock WOW stickers.
Have big sticker stops all over the city, but no.
I think K-Rock's been back, over a month now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a month and a half, and not even a sign that we have WOW stickers on the way. Let's say hi to Frank in Massapequa. What's up?
What's up, guys? First of all, you guys are the only reason why I don't rip my radio out of my dashboard.
Thank you, sir.
The second thing is lawyers will tell you exactly what you want to hear. So, but the main concern, their first priority, is to make sure they don't get sued. So they'll talk smooth to you, tell you, we're here for you, we'll take care of everything, don't worry, we got your back. But yet, they're going to try to, like you said before, chip away, make sure that they don't get sued. So,
yeah, they're just
priority corporation. That's it.
There's a lot of chipping away. I mean, there was a lot of discussions behind the scenes. They want us to meet with the lawyers and try to work some things out. And Anthony and I just didn't want to meet with the lawyers because we know how this goes. And they're like, but we think this is very, very important, and you guys really need to meet with the lawyers so we could figure this out, figure out how we could work together, and figure out how to get some of these things done for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sat in a 2-hour meeting and basically listened to the lawyers tell us why we can't do stuff. And I'm like, don't insult my intelligence. I already know why we can't do stuff. That's not the reason we're here. The reason we're here is to figure out things we can do, other things the company could bring to us to make it easier for us to entertain our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to know why we can't do things. We don't need a whole discussion on Janet Jackson at this point. We're well aware.
I think I know about that situation.
We're beyond educated when it comes to the FCC, indecency, Janet Jackson, Bono saying the F word on TV, the Don Imus thing. Trust me, we keep up on all that stuff. So the meeting was a waste of time. Hence, why did we have to meet with them? After arguing for weeks, said that we really need to have this meeting.
Because they need some kind of record that they met with us,
right.
I think.
And then since that meeting, they have now taken another thing away from us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not helping the show.
Ugh, lawyers.
And they do it. They say the no's. They're like networks. When they say no to, they say it so well, the no's almost sound like yeses.
It's like, wow, did they just say yes? No, that was a no.
That was a no.
So
it sounded like a yes.
So today we're at a point where now we can't even suggest things that you guys could do out there.
Yeah.
We can't even suggest that, see, I can't even say it because they're going to dump out it definitely in Washington. They've been dumping out behind our backs, and we didn't even know until yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't even know about that.
We have a dump guy here in New York that should take care of the entire network. He rarely F's up. And then they have somebody in the individual stations on a dump button.
As like an emergency
just
backup.
in case. But if that person is pushing that button more than once a month, then they're out of control. Because Al is really, really good. We make fun of him, but Al is really good at editing this radio show.
Yeah.
But we find out overnight that somebody in Washington has been dumping out like crazy, running out of dump. And it all revolved around us talking about this Hummer Tuesday. And guess what? Lack of communication. We're in a communication business, and they don't even communicate this to us.
Yeah, it would have been nice to
we
have
found out
known
in an email string yesterday.
that they were just pounding the dump button. Who knew? Boy, that must have sounded great.
No kidding.
Hacked up.
No kidding. And you don't think that affects the show and the listening experience when you're dumping out like crazy and you don't even tell us, get a note back to us that you're dumping out of this? So today on this fine Wednesday, we're learning that now we can't even suggest things.
No, not that.
Because that is very dangerous.
Especially not that.
For some reason.
I don't know. Oof. Just kind of the situation. What is it with sex? My God, what is it with sex? Everyone seems to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you're straight or gay or you want to do it by yourself, everyone seems to just adore sex.
And let's make it perfectly clear. There's things you can't discuss sex in certain ways, or you're gonna get in trouble with the FCC. That's not what we're talking about today.
No.
You could talk about Hummer Tuesday in such a way that adults will enjoy it, and the FCC will keep their stupid noses out of your business.
If you walked around with a ballot and Hummer Tuesday was on it and it had yes and no, 9 out of people would put yes on it. Who would say no to that? Like who?
If they even knew what it was, our listeners know because they know like the whole thing. But like, yeah, everyone likes sex and stuff. But for some reason, everybody just has this problem with hearing about it.
Yeah,
even in the most vague terms.
It's such an uptight society.
Oh, it'd just be great to get on the radio and just openly talk about what you did last night in the sack, or what your fantasies are, or what you've done in your youthful conquests, in not disgustingly graphic detail, but with a few details in there.
Sure.
Maybe it would educate some people, make them better lovers, and make happier couples. But for some reason, they scream, "The children!"
Oh, my God!
The children! How many children that haven't heard any of the words are actually listening to this show?
Yeah.
Well, I know we got a few, but they listen. They're dirty-mouthed little kids anyway. The parents raising them like crap.
Yeah, they're helpless.
They're listening to this show. They're cursing in front of their parents, calling them by their first names.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, Carol.
Hey, listen, we got to take a break. We'll continue. So we're kind of, we're a bit angry, so someone's going to have to suffer today. That's how we roll.
You're going to suffer.
That's how we roll. Find a Harry Potter line. We're going to have fun today.
Oh.
That's how we roll. Find a Harry Potter line. Someone has to suffer.
If there is an adult that cares an iota about any part of the Harry Potter book being spoiled, you need to just... Than, you care about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's a big fan.
Than
loves the book.
Baby. It's a baby book. It's got the colorful little pictures on the cover. He's holding up the brake sign. Oh. It's embarrassing.
Well, on my ride in this morning, I saw a lot of lines.
Yeah.
Well, people are lining up for the book. I say someone has to suffer today to make ourselves feel better about ourselves.
I say drive by.
Huh?
Drive by.
Yeah. A drive-by spoiling.
Drive-by bullhorning.
A drive-by spoiling will happen on the show. Is that okay? The lawyers will allow that, right?
Well, there could be repercussions if somebody gets up in anger and hits their head.
Shut up.
Go away.
They go 20 levels of danger with anything we talk about.
Go away. We need some young lawyers with some bright ideas and new ways to look at things. Some young gunslingers.
Ooh.
That understand what we're trying to accomplish with this radio show and actually have ideas to help us out instead of making it harder. We need young gunslingers.
Yep.
All right, we got lots to do today. Rich Voss in studio. We got Lewis Black calling in today. Very cool. It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday. For now, they'll probably take that away.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
But for now, it's still Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Get your WOW stickers, even though the flagship station here in New York doesn't have WOW stickers.
No WOW stickers.
Well, that's not a big deal. That doesn't hinder a radio show or anything. Also, it's Cat Noise Wednesday, and because you're sitting in Jim Norton's seat, sometime this morning, Rich Voss will be doing a butt rub with somebody. It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number 877-212-5762.
Working on a new number, aren't we?
Yeah.
An easy one.
Yeah. I think we just about have it, right?
All those stupid numbers. How you give out a phone number that's all numbers? I can't remember numbers for anything. People give a phone number and it's like, what? I don't know. I forget it.
I was thinking the other day, if I lost my cell phone, I would be so screwed.
Everyone, this day and age, you used to have to remember your phone number.
Like, let's say, God forbid, I'm in the hospital and I don't have my cell phone. And I got to call my girlfriend, or I got to call a brother or a sister. I don't know their numbers anymore. That's
Whose
the difference.
number?
And we're talking to a lot of people right now that are saying, well, what's the big deal? They don't understand. Back in the day, we're starting that bit. Back in the day, you just memorize.
Not all that long ago, though.
I know. But you memorize, what? Easily 10 to 12 phone numbers like it was nothing.
Yeah. Whose number do you know? Like, I know my mommy's.
The only reason I know
it was so easy.
The only reason I know my mom's is, we've had it for, 30 years or whatever.
It was easy.
Some odd years.
Oh, you got one of those. You're one of those families.
What, that have the same number?
Phone number for like 80 years.
Yeah, we didn't move every 2 months like the Cumias.
I know.
We actually put down roots in Centerport.
Dad decided paying rent was optional, and we were being moved all over Long Island. Oh, it was just a mess.
Yeah,
having to learn a new phone number every couple of months.
But you got to see new places and meet
Central
new
Islip
and meet new people.
That was wonderful. Meet new people that would steal my change and punch me. They punched me.
We put down roots, man.
It was the worst. But let me tell you something.
My parents bought the house that my mom's still in when I was like 4. And she's still there.
See?
Put down the roots, and that's it.
And you were never in the discussion about moving. You were just a kid. All right, pack up. We're getting out.
Yeah, it was like on the lam.
I know.
Like we were leaving, like we had to leave.
I know you were.
Dad would just be like, he'd get the U-Haul, get one of his friends, his drinking buddies, to help him load up the U-Haul, and all of a sudden we're in a new house. And it was like, this is your new room. Like, they try to make it all good. And it's like, where are my friends? You'll never see them again. But you'll make new friends. Oh, okay. And I make new friends. And then a year later, it's like, pack it up.
You're like,
pack it up. We're a circus.
No wonder you
friggin' circus.
No wonder more cults.
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
And the Cumias are like a sports franchise that just leaves in the middle of the night.
Just pack it up and leave. And as a kid, you never put all that together. Like the mom and dad screaming at each other about money and adultery and us having to move all the time. Like, you just thought, oh, this is just what happened. Everyone does this, right? And then you'd make friends with somebody, and they're like, "Oh, how long you lived here? Oh, I was like born here and everything." And wait, you don't move like every year?
We moved so much. And here's the thing: growing up, like maybe when I was like 21, 22, partying, and I kept getting kicked out of apartments and stuff that was my parents. Looking back. Because what kind of parent can't hold down an apartment for their family?
For their family. If you're going to have a family, at least make enough money to pay the rent so that your kid has some kind of stability. It's any type of stability I think would have helped me out greatly. And to stay in one spot probably would have been a good thing. My father, though, no way. He bounced around from job to job. And when he was out of work, we moved because he couldn't pay the rent. Yeah. And then one day he'd come home. I think I told this story, but it was a while ago. Quickly, he worked for a vending machine company, repairing vending machines. And it's the old style, where you pulled the lever and stuff like that. And I noticed my mom buying groceries with bags of quarters. He was just robbing the machines blind. And he got fired from that job.
I got you beat as far as dad scams go, though.
Oh,
not that was a scam.
I don't know. My dad had some great ones.
We became our own church.
Oh, no.
Beat that one.
You went with that one to beat the taxes or something?
That one.
No way.
My dad figured out that we could be our own church.
That's
to be tax exempt. Beat that one. I don't think I've ever shared that one on the radio.
That's great.
They invented that Church of Opie thing. It's not that far from the truth. Okay, back in the day, and this was all legal, so don't come after me, man. And my dad is dead. But my dad figured out how to beat the system. We became a church.
Now, Reverend,
we had a large family, and all of a sudden we were a church. And we had to walk around with tax exempt forms to save on taxes.
Oh my God!
That's how poor we were.
Well, you're paying for it now, aren't you? What goes around comes around.
I remember all I wanted was a lousy pair of brand new sneakers because I was pretty big into the basketball back in the day, and my dad insisted, and I was like 14, 15. I didn't know any better, and I had to have this form that is as big as this, and I had to try to explain to the sneaker guy that you can't charge me taxes because I'm part of the
church.
I'm a church member.
So get out of here
and I had a hand in this tax-exempt form, and I would go with my friends, and they're just paying cash because they're ripping off the neighborhoods.
But I'm tax-exempt. I'm a church.
Right.
Get out of my store, you little crook.
You're lucky because some families at our church, then the dad snaps and makes the church drink something.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
My
dad was always figuring out a way around the system that was legal, and this one was a doozy.
Yeah,
and I know I say
Lulu.
doozy a lot, but this deserves it today.
So, you have livestock in your front yard, and now you're a farm, and you don't have to pay taxes because you're growing.
Right.
We're growing corn, and we have livestock.
Yeah.
My father would have a new rich quick scheme, too, all the time. I remember once being at a party, and he has all these packets of instant food. And this is going to be the next, like one day, just no lie, one day he's driving a Rolls Royce, the next day we're taking a bus. It was like... So like
you had the same father as I did.
It was unbelievable.
I try to explain this to my girlfriend. I'm like, because she sees where I was brought up and stuff. She's like, this isn't a poor neighborhood. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like my dad paid cash for the house that my mom still lives in, but then had 3 or 4 mortgages on the damn thing. Died without any money in his bank account, and then every once in a while a check would come in, and we would be living high on the hog.
Yep.
And then, 3 months later, we're like, what happened? What happened? We're back to no-frills food, all the white boxes, and instead of, the brand sneakers, it's that off-brand that almost looks cool.
You went to Models and got the slightly irregulars.
Oh, yeah, all that
just
stuff.
wouldn't fit quite right, and the seam up the back is crooked. And
did your dad ever try to make money off selling gold doubloons?
Gold doubloons?
We got a shipment of gold...
Where did those come from?
We got a shipment of gold doubloons.
A pirate ship.
That was the thing. That was the big investment. My dad would write down on his applications and stuff, whatever, that he was an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And there was a time we were selling gold doubloons out of the house. Beat that one. Pirate loot.
You're selling
pirate loot.
You're selling booty.
Yeah, we were selling booty.
Booty out of the house.
All the profits go back into the church, or did he?
I don't know how long the church thing happened, man. That one was the weirdest one. But we were selling gold doubloons and pirate loot. I'm trying to remember some of the other things we were selling. Oh, my dad was big into making buttons for a while.
My dad was what they called, and this goes along with, I think, all of ours, is they would call it back in the day being enrich.
Oh, yeah.
Let's resurrect, let's exhume the word for a minute.
Yeah.
It was enrich.
Yeah.
Because we would go without food, go without a place to live. We'd have to move. But then he'd get like this windfall somewhere, I don't know what, and decide he was going to buy a dune buggy. So instead of like paying the rent or something, there we are like buzzing down the road in a dune buggy.
Nice.
And for the kids, it was like, wow, this is cool.
But your mom's like, you son of a bitch.
Mom is cursing, and then they get into a big argument, and I can't understand why they're arguing, because that's so much fun. Daddy got a dune buggy. Why is Mommy mad? Mommy's an idiot. Like, I couldn't understand Mommy's mad because we're moving in a month because Daddy got a dune buggy.
I remember laying in bed one night, my father, he would show up every who knows when, come home.
Yeah.
And he wakes me up in the middle of the night and brings me out to the dining room, and there's a train set the size of the dining room table. I mean, there's tunnels, there's this is the biggest train set on the planet.
It's like real life mountains and tunnels and little cars that wait at the train crossing, right? Little people.
He won it in some card game or something. He wakes me up, and I'm sitting there amazed, and then it hits me, I don't even like trains. But just the fact that he came home, I was all happy. Daddy's home with a train set. Yeah, well, that was gone in a couple days.
Of course.
Take a train set down and read.
Yeah, what are you going to do for the train set? How dumb are you going to look? Hey, could I have some money for this? Just a bunch of irresponsible asses.
I got to get with my brothers and get the list of things. I mean, it was always another thing. I mean, we were investing in oil overseas, and also we get a shipment of like silver pennies that supposedly were going to be the thing. I'm trying to remember everything.
Your dad was Ralph Cramden. Always had some kind of
he would sell elixirs
of a covered wagon.
Oh, yeah. He had all sorts of powders and stuff that were supposed to help your health and this and that. Way
Wow.
before that became the thing, like way before all these nutrition stores and vitamin shops, happened.
At least he was trying.
We went into the
Scott and the Flim Flam man.
We went into the candy machine business.
Yeah.
Which was kind of embarrassing. All of a sudden, we would just go about our day and, go into these stores. We went in a million times, like the ice cream parlor or whatever, and there's one of my dad's candy machines.
Oh, great.
That he set up, and
Did he hire my dad? Is that why he went broke on that one?
What, to get all the...
Yeah, to get the money out?
To get the money out?
My dad was from the one for you, one for me school of...
one of the funniest...
School of thought.
One of the funniest stories... and it still hasn't been told on the radio, unfortunately. My brother Brett, who owns F.H. Riley's, we haven't plugged that in a while, 400 New York Avenue out there in Huntington Village, a great, great place, by the way. We're doing very well. He tells a story about how my dad went into the button business, and he would drag Brett and his twin brother Quinn around to sell the buttons at local fairs and
whip
stuff.
inflation now?
Oh, yeah. All illegal because he would just buy a ton of magazines, and then we'd have to go through the magazines and find
Clip out things.
and not clip out. We had a circle thing that we would cut out. Like all of a sudden, let's say it was Muhammad Ali because it's back in the day
my
from
God,
Sports Illustrated.
that's funny.
So we'd take the little circle thing and cut out the picture of Muhammad Ali and make a button out of it.
Press it into the button.
But to press it with this button machine, we're just little freaking veals. We have no muscles yet. Your whole body has to push on this thing to get the button made. And I was off to college, so he recruited by Brett and Quinn to go around to the local fairs to sell the buttons at the fairs. Oh. And they had a whole speech they had to memorize, and they had to wear a big mesh hat that was way too big for their head. And on their mesh hat was a huge button that said, "I am Button Man."
Oh no, he didn't.
And they had and there was an R-rated book. So the books were in front of them, and you as a potential customer would come up to the table, go through the books, and go, I want a Rolling Stones button. And then it was my brother's job to make the button in front of them with their little weak arms pressing the machine down, struggling. And they had an R-rated book with some saucy pictures, and my brothers were only 11, 10.
And they're making boobied buttons.
Oh yeah, they're making buttons all over Long Island at these fairs.
I am Button Man.
But it was an oversized button on an oversized hat that they had to wear that said, "I am Button Man."
Now if you look at his brother,
but let me tell you something. I got to get Brett on the show and relax to tell the story. By the end of it, your ribs will hurt. It's one of those stories where you beg the person to stop because you can't breathe anymore. You're laughing so hard. Yeah.
Jesus.
Because you learn from your parents, too, because I would always try to be in a scam or get rich quick. I remember one time somebody fronted me tons of pot, and I started spending the money, and then I bought other things and try to compensate, and now I owe this guy a fortune, and I'm trying... And then all of a sudden I run to a guy, he's selling fake members-only jackets, right? Yeah. And I thought, okay, if I take this guy's pot money, right, and buy 200 members-only jackets, or I could sell them and make that profit. I bought 100 or 200 jackets. I sold 3 of them. I have a closet full of members-only jackets. I'm running from drug dealers.
It's the executive, Jerry.
Yeah.
It's not even real members only. They were fake ones. But remember when they were in style? I'm going, I'll sell them outside the club. And there was always a scam. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just always trying to, make the quick buck. That's why the second I got sent a credit card application, and I fill it out as a goof, and of course I just, I'm making way more money. I don't even know if I was employed, but I'm like, oh, look at me. I make this much, and I'm employed here. And boom, they send me a credit card with $4,000 credit limit on it. Out of nowhere.
Nice.
And then on the heels of that, I got another one with $4,000 on it. And I bought a camcorder, CD player,
buttons,
and a jet ski on a credit card with 25% interest. I didn't care. I wasn't paying it back. I had a jet ski.
See, I probably told this on here. I don't know if I did, but because I was a scammer, and it was always because that's what you learn. You just learn.
Yep.
I remember in the winters I had no money because I had a house painting business. I had no money, so I would get you know, and I had a drug problem, but I would get everybody's deposit. I had a big business.
Oh,
so
deposit
I would get
money. Yeah, that's great.
Deposit in the winter, right? And tell them I was using Benjamin Moore paint, the best paint. I don't know if I told us. And by the time, you know, the spring came to paint our houses, I spent all the money, but I had Benjamin Moore cans at home, and I would go out and get like $2 paint, $2 like Woolworths paint, and I would pour it into Benjamin Moore cans.
Oh, look, this stuff goes on like silk to the homeowner. Look at this. This is great. You're picking out flecks of like chunks of paint gooker in there.
As you're in the van driving away, it's peeling already. So, I had a guy, I did his place, it was so bad. And it was like 3 stories high. There were peaks. I go to the guys, look, don't worry, just get in there as much as you can. And, you know, because the way up, it peaks, 3 stories. The guy comes out one way. I go, we're done. Can you pass? He comes out with binoculars, right? And he's up in the peak. He goes, "Oh, you missed this spot."
Are you kidding?
Why is it running down the peak?
Just
great.
a big scammer. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Parents.
That's great.
We got to take a break, but
The buttons, it didn't hit me. What buttons? I think you were talking about.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me. The buttons you make.
Yeah, those were big.
Hard day's night.
Those were big during, you know, frisbee dog days.
So to answer your question, the only number I know to this day is my mom.
Right. We went with phone numbers on that one.
I don't know. Wow.
But you know
Just
something?
trying to get back on the highway.
I do remember my central islip number when I was like 7 years old. I remember another one when I was like 12 years old, a house number, phone number.
Yeah, I remember mine.
Like those stick in my head, but I could not tell you. When I order food and they say, what's your phone number? I got to turn to my girlfriend and go, what's our phone number?
Yeah.
Because I have no clue what my home phone number is.
You don't really need to know that stuff
home.
these days.
Remember
All right, listen, wait. Hold it.
Rotary numbers. And,
hold it, because we're a little late right now.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a little break.
Yeah, we'll worry about that a little later as well. In honor of my dad.
Oh, yes.
Who I love dearly, even though he has passed.
Yes, rest in peace.
I am Button Man. It's time to push a button.
Oh, you're still button. Wow, look at that. How that's come around.
See that? I'm going to push this one in honor of Dad. It's Opie and Anthony. Let's go. You're checking out Opie and Anthony. Lots of instant feedback coming in today. You can get to the instant feedback link by going to our website. Hopefully it's on the K-Rock website as well for everybody in the New York area. Dirty Ralph writes... no. Actually, I want to say that to last. Dirty Ralph came up with a great bit for the show.
Dirty Ralph?
Dirty Ralph gave us a bit today. And guess what? There's already a sweeper, and we haven't even brought it up on the air yet.
How did that happen?
Because Tim he's not waiting for us to say this stuff on the air. He's overhearing stuff and taking it upon himself to get the sweeper done. So,
wow.
So it can be official.
Go get her.
Pat from Moonachie. Mm-hmm. Did Opie's dad have to fight a Frenchman underwater for those gold doubloons? Mike in Queens, Newsmax.com. Sharpton okay with Imus's return.
Yes.
Sharpton told Radar that he won't block Imus's return to radio this fall. My position is that we never called for him to be permanently barred from being on the air. Oh, thank God Sharpton's going to allow Imus to do more radio for everybody.
What a guy.
Thank God. Thank you, Al. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Radio police.
Jackass. Go away.
Yeah, how about
Go
somebody
away.
Fires him, gets him fired from his non-job.
He's okay with it, so I guess it'll be easy for Imus to return now. Thank you, Al, for allowing that. Thank you so much.
He disgusts me.
Absolutely. Dirty Ralph, you came up with this, and now there's a sweeper, so it is official. Now, we started the show bitching about the latest crap going on with the lawyers.
It was a quick bitch.
And, we are attempting to reinvent ourselves and work around things.
Mm.
So because of the discussion we had starting the show today, Dirty Ralph suggests that we do Can't Say That Wednesday.
Can't Say That Wednesday.
Add it to the list. Not only is it Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Yes.
And Cat Noise Wednesday. And Butt Rub Wednesday, Mr. Boss. Wednesday. You will be butt rubbing later on this morning. You have no choice, by the way. You can't say no. You say no, we say goodbye to you. I'm sorry, it's in the rules. It's in the rules.
Say goodbye to you.
Page 276. Pick up the rule book.
First of all, I have no problem.
No first of alls.
I have no problem doing it. but 6 years of dedication. He goes, "We say goodbye to you."
Yeah, just like that.
Just
like that.
Let me explain to you. I'm not Paul Bonds. Or Jeff Norris. Okay, there's too much history. I will rub my butt. I'm a team player.
All right, good. That's all I want to know. I just thought you needed a little push. That's
Might
all.
not even happen.
I probably shouldn't have went there. But we would get rid of you that easy. You know that. But we could have avoided that discussion if you just said openly, yeah, no problem. I'm filling in for Jimmy. I will do the butt rub. But I was a little paranoid.
I can't believe
because at Mohegan Sun, I learned that you really don't like being touched.
That's the thing.
I mean, the handshake, hug thing that guys are now doing. Oh, that just disgusts you. The shug. But he won't even go for a handshake. And if it's his birthday, so we're trying to like hug him a little, show a little affection, like, hey, we're acknowledging that you're now 50 years old and you were just skeeved out. So I was thinking today that you would not participate in the butt rub. So I felt like I had to put a little pressure on you today.
Okay, I mean, this is coming from the son of a pasture. There's no reason.
A pasture? The son of a pasture?
Yeah, what do you call it? A pasture?
I don't know what he was.
Jesus.
I know he... Yeah, was he like what was he, a minister?
A minister?
I don't even know what our church was called.
A bishop?
Your church was called...
I'm the bishop.
Buttons up.
All I know is that I saved $1.40 on sneakers. Thanks, Dad.
That's great.
That was worth the embarrassment in front of all my friends, so you could save $1.40. What the hell?
Well, let me tell you real quick.
Tax-exempt certificates. Are you insane? I'm 12 years old.
What my mother did, real quick, when you talk about the phones and you had the numbers and it was a dial rotary phone back then. My mother would put a lock on it when she went to work. That's good if the house is burning. I can only dial half a one.
Yeah. Half a one.
What, just to prevent you guys from calling India or something?
Remember those locks? Remember those little round locks that fit in the one?
Yeah.
And like you couldn't dial, you could dial 111.
Yeah.
But if you knew how to tap out the numbers on the receiver, when you put the handset in the cradle, it would push those two little buttons down to hang up.
Yeah.
If you pick up the phone and go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, it would actually dial the number out.
Get out of here.
How did you figure that out?
I don't know. We just figured it out.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Works though.
All right. Hey, so in honor of Dirty Ralph, he came up with the bit for the show. See, we adjust.
Yeah, Dirty Ralph.
There's another word I was thinking of.
Adapt.
Adapt, maybe. Yeah.
Improvise. Adapt. Overcome.
Like we adapt and overcome. Congratulations, Dirty Ralph. You invented You Can't Say That Wednesday.
You can't say that Wednesday. And then I stuck my can't say that. Yo, I was can't say that. Sometimes I like to can't say that. And it was all covered with can't say that. The Opie Anthony Show.
Wow, that really does represent You Can't Say That Wednesday.
I think I like it.
Yep.
Thank you, Tim. It's official. You Can't Say That Wednesday.
We've taken lemons and made crap.
Yeah. Might be better with other voices in it. That was his first try at it, E-Rock.
Who's critiquing?
E-Rock.
Holy Jesus, E-Rock.
God bless E-Rock.
E-Rock's critiquing it?
Wasn't putting it down. I just
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. I was saying it might be better with other voices besides.
No, I'm really good at reading like emails and text. I could tell. I could feel the emotion in that.
But E-Rock, he put that together
and
like 10 minutes after it was even brought up. It wasn't even brought up on the air.
He read our minds, basically.
Pretty much read our minds. And what was he going to gather up a cast? Was he going to have an open casting call for voices and have people come in and then start directing and mixing different people's voices and sounds? Gee, have some appreciation for the guy. He's actually working.
All right, we got some updates to get to. So that was one of the updates. Imus is going to come back to radio, and Al Sharpton's okay with that. Thanks,
Al.
Thanks, Al, for throwing us a bone. Also, steroids found in pro wrestler's body. The Chris Benoit story continues.
That story doesn't go away.
And we're learning some things this morning. Investigators said Tuesday they found steroids and other drugs in the body of pro wrestler Chris Benoit. No surprise there, who killed his wife and young son last month before hanging himself in the family's home. Besides steroids, Benoit's body contained the anti-anxiety drug Xanax and the painkiller hydrocodone.
Yeah, painkiller.
According to a statement from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. No alcohol in his blood, by the way. Benoit's wife, Nancy, tested positive for Xanax, hydrocodone, and the painkiller hydromorphone.
Whoa.
The son, Daniel Benoit, who was very young, 7 years old, had Xanax in his system. The GBI said it could not perform tests for steroids or human growth hormones on the son because of a lack of urine in the son's body. But basically they're saying that the kid had a lot of Xanax in his body.
Really?
Way past.
So he was all like... Meh.
Way past the suggested amount that an adult should have.
So he was sleepy.
Well, basically he tried to kind of, numb the kid a little bit before he did what he did.
Before he put him in that chokehold. What an awful thing.
Yeah, this doesn't give as much details as the story I was reading in the paper today, but the amount of Xanax in all their bodies was just beyond ridiculous.
Really?
How much they had in them, yeah. So he was trying to numb them up a little bit before he did what he did. So that's the update there. And then do you remember the sniper who took out his wife as she's singing like bad country songs?
Oh, yeah.
Was it a karaoke bar?
No, it was a band. She sang with a band, some kind of country band.
Yeah.
And this guy was, she was breaking up with him. He's a National Guard sniper. And in a great job of covering your tracks and making it look like someone else, he shot her in the head as she sang on stage from like 100 yards away across the parking lot. So, yeah,
Which we kind of find funny. I'm sorry. Because it's just like, why?
Because it's like, why? Could you at least try?
You could have done
Use
so
a
many
knife.
things where they're like, well, we know her husband's a sniper expert. So
Sniper.
It can't be him because this was whatever.
She's on stage in some little crap club. The stage ain't that big.
Right.
She's just singing there,
Did he shoot through a window and all that?
Yeah, went through glass, pegged her right in the head, a headshot.
Oh.
And that's that. She's dead. Well, there is an update.
Yeah, here's the update.
A military sharpshooter accused of killing his estranged wife as she sang at a bar is dead. Authorities in Wyoming confirming to Fox News David Muniz died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest. His wife, Robin Muniz, was singing Saturday when she was shot in the head through a bar window.
Oof. In the chest.
Yeah, so he's done too. So that's why now it makes perfect sense. He didn't care if he got caught, obviously.
What's that about? That whole head or chest thing when you're offing yourself with a gun? What do you think? What do you gun for?
Why don't we ask the guy from Philly? The guy shot himself in the chest. He could have shot himself in the head.
Why did he say he shot himself in the chest? He shot himself on the wrong side, too.
Just to get everyone up to speed here, we met a guy when we were down in Philly last week. He tried to kill himself by shooting himself in the chest, and he survived. And the scars on this kid's body, unbelievable, and he's in better shape than all of us. He's got abs, and he works. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but
chiseled.
Yeah, he's basically chiseled, and he's got gunshot wounds all over his torso.
They had to go in with all kinds of drains, so he's got scars for that. He's got the belly button all the way up to the chest scar when they had to open him up, and but he put the gun to his chest, and then he realized it was the wrong side. So he shot himself in his right side.
The reason he realized it was the wrong side, he was using a mirror. So he's looking at the mirror thinking he's going for it.
Because he was all effed up.
And like Anthony brought up when, you shave or something?
When you try to use a scissor.
A scissor, right.
On your hair or
a long eyebrow,
or something. And you can't even turn it the right way. And you go, but I'm trying. And you just it gets worse and worse.
Well, that's he decided to use a mirror as far as trying to find the heart when he was shooting himself.
Yeah.
And that's the reason he's alive. And the kid seems really cool. And I even said after the show, he met us. He was very excited to meet us. I'm like, dude, please don't kill yourself. Just don't do that, please.
To me, seems
there's all his scars, and he's in better shape than us.
That's because they had to put drains in because his lung collapsed.
He's like 24, 25, somewhere around there. Mid-20s, I guess. Yeah.
I just don't, I don't know. It seems to me something pretty high-powered to the head is going to just black you out. That is going to be instantaneous, whammo, you're done.
Yeah.
Some to the chest, you're going to be going, oh, boy, there it is. Just shot myself in the chest.
Yeah.
You're going to have a little time to think about that one.
Ow.
Yeah. All right. That does hurt. Okay. Oh, I do feel life draining away. Yeah, there it goes.
You think it's an anger thing?
What, that you want to feel yourself oozing away?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, why would you use a gun when you could maybe do pills or something?
It might be what did he say? He wanted an open casket? He wanted...
Oh, yeah. The Philly dude, the only reason he shot himself in the chest because for his mom, he wanted an open casket.
Open casket. Can't you just shoot yourself in the back of the head? Well, that'll probably blow the front out. What about right on top?
No, it's the old...
What about on top like a beanie? No, you go in the mouth. That's going to screw up your... It's going to cave in your sinuses, and then you'll be laying down there with a big divot in your head.
No, what happens with that is because you pull back at the last second, and now you're just causing ridiculous damage.
Yeah. The people
Guaranteeing
that go,
you'll never have a date ever again in your life.
The people that really don't care are the ones that go right under the chin, like under the jawline, under there. That's going to leave a mess that look at him massacred my boy.
Yeah.
There's no undertaker going to be able to patch that up with some Bondo.
That's like Bud Dwyer. You got to do it in the face because there would have been no Bud Dwyer jokes if he did it in his chest. I mean.
Bud Dwyer, though, there's so much tissue damage underneath your face that your face will fall in on itself while you're laying down at the mortuary, and then they got to try to prop it up, and you wind up not looking like you. So I think you shoot yourself in the chest if you want your family to have a nice viewing.
Hey, we got Pat from
I don't know.
Pat from Menake's on fire this morning. Was she singing "Hit Me with Your Best Shot"? And then hydrocodone is Vicodin, another name for Vicodin. I'm learning.
Oh, is
today.
it?
That's coming in like crazy off the instant feedback. So there you go.
Vicodin.
So there's the update. The sniper dude ended up killing himself. So
yep, offed himself in the chest.
Right.
He was how far, and now she's on stage, and the rest of the band is pissed because now they're not going to get paid.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey.
They keep playing. We don't need her. That's got to be pretty creepy, though, man. You're just watching somebody playing in a crowded bar, and then headshot comes through the window. Oof.
And then we got this.
Hell of a shot.
I don't think this. I guess we're playing this just to get something going on the show. But Anthony had a terrific rant yesterday, Rich. He wants to be the new leader of the United States of America. He's taking this very seriously to the point money has been printed.
Yes.
The Cumia has actually been printed.
We're going to get rid of the dollar and work on the Cumia monetary system. That way all the countries that are holding our money and that we owe money to, go screw.
Yeah.
That's, by the way, my slogan. Go screw.
Go screw.
Do you think because the countries that we owe money to, just because we'll have a different type of, a different piece of paper, we still won't owe them the money?
Exactly. They could keep, like China is hoarding our money, by the way. China is one of the, has more of our cash than we do, as far as actual paper money goes. We changed the whole dollar system. They don't have anything. They got paper.
All right.
With presidents on them.
I got a problem here. I'm looking at our website, and Anthony's new currency. It's up on the website, so you can check it out.
Is that a 100 Cumia bill?
It says, in Cumia we trust, 100 Cumia. It's Anthony's face, and then there's another Anthony portrait.
Kind of like a watermark.
A watermark on the side of the bill. Why does Steve have to put his effing logo right over the dollar bill?
Are you kidding me?
What is he doing?
Where's the Foundry logo?
Right there at the bottom of the Cumia.
Oh, my God. It's automatic when you upload photos. Well, how about there's something to bypass it? He just loves that Foundry logo everywhere.
Steve, it's not about you all the time. You got to understand that on some level. People want to print this up. They don't want your stupid logo on the Cumia.
All right, let's calm down and realize that I understand it's not about me all the time, and it certainly wasn't an egocentric statement to that effect.
This is your website. This is your website.
I understand that.
So then, all right, if it's automatic and you see this on your website, then you go into the program and make sure it's not automatic, because that's just dumb.
All right, I will fix
That's
it.
just dumb.
All
I don't care about automatic. It's your website in the end, and you could see how that would be ridiculous, and you should fix it.
All right, it'll get fixed.
On the sniper's bullet that hit his wife, there was a Foundry.
Foundry.
I wouldn't be surprised. You can't have your logo on the Cumia. Ant wants to be the ruler of the world.
Well, really, I can't be associated with an organization such as Foundry Music.
All right, let's say hi to Danny in Jersey. Danny, what's going on?
Yo.
Hey.
All right, I got a question for Anthony real quick.
Yeah.
In one nation under Anthony,
Yes.
will we have the right to bear arms and protect ourselves legally?
Very good question. The right to bear arms. Yes, of course.
Well, I'm in.
Of course. Just can't, use them against me.
If you want to do the job the right way with the whole suicide thing, 22. Goes in, it doesn't come out, scrambles. Get the job done. Don't fool around with this 38. Remember that 44 Magnum will blow the back of your brain out. But a 22 will go in, scramble you. You'll be done.
I don't know.
Something you can't say on Wednesday, guys. It rhymes with block trucker.
Thank you, Danny. Let me just explain what happened. I went to Danny from New Jersey to get a bit going, and he just completely gave us who gives a crap radio.
He screwed it up.
Because then they get on the phone and they think they know better than us.
Yeah.
Danny, I was using you because it says have something you can't say. It's you can't say that Wednesday.
And
so
we
I was
wanted
going
to go with that.
See, we like to take people inside the process, tear down the walls, okay? I was using Danny to quickly say something where we go, oh, my God, you can't say that.
Can't say that?
And it's you can't say that Wednesday, then it gets the bit kind of going. Instead, he's babbling about something. I didn't even hear him.
What an ass.
Anyway, let's get back to this. So, Anthony, ruler of all. This is by Bill in Phoenix. The guys are saying it's okay. I'm a little distracted, by the way, because Good Morning America is doing some kind of piece on newspapers and how stories get just worldwide within minutes. And they actually showed the front page of us being fired.
No.
You saw that too, right? I'm like, what was that on Good Morning America? And then I'm like, did we just get fired? And then I realized it's the last time we got fired. And the big picture of us on the front page of the Post says fired. They had that cover for a story they're doing about stories just going worldwide.
Jeez, why the hell that one?
Could we get that video? I gotta see what that was all about. I mean, Good Morning America is kind of a big TV show.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, here it is. Anthony Ruler. You did see that?
Yes.
I thought I was seeing things.
Me too. I almost brought it up, but I thought you thought. And then I was crazy.
And then I stopped paying attention because I'm like, are they doing another story on us? What is this? But I think it was just happened to be. They need a newspaper prop for the story, and they happen just to pull out a really old paper or something.
What are the odds?
Here's Bill in Phoenix. Anthony, ruler of all.
Yes.
Like I said, the guys think it's okay, but it could get a bit going with everybody else out there.
You will see a use of force as you have never seen. We attack Russia, China, France, Venezuela in a decisive, disgusting display of force. Devastation. Go screw.
Okay, terrific.
He took my words out of context.
Well, I guess we're trying to keep this, Anthony ruling the world thing alive.
Yeah, everybody came up with questions.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I gave all my answers yesterday.
So they're trying to come up with production to keep this thing going.
It's no questions.
Right.
Don't ask me questions. I laid it all out.
Right. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Total devastation of Venezuela. And we steal their oil.
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Then we pull all our troops back to the U.S. to watch the borders, and then we watch the rest of the world fall apart without our input.
Why are you going into
our protection?
Russia? Who cares about Russia?
I'm not going into Russia. That guy took my words out of context.
Okay, so you're not going to Russia.
No, we pull all our troops back to the U.S., invade Venezuela, take all their oil. Now we don't have to worry about foreign oil. And then we pull all our troops back to just defend the United States. If anybody tries to launch any attack, devastating nuclear attack on them. We don't care. And then we watch the world fall apart without us being there to protect everybody and help everybody until they're begging, please, please come back to the world order here and help us. And in the meantime, I kind of run things.
That's great.
Yeah. There might be some enemies of the state, though, that have to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Voss.
I'm not an enemy. What's your...
Well, we all need a scapegoat.
All right.
Certain people work better as scapegoats than others. That's what I'm saying.
Like, say Friday night, if I was like at Stand Up New York on 78th and Broadway this Friday, would you be able to come down and speak?
Yes, very good. Wow. Boy, you could fit those plugs in. You are good.
So who do you want to butt rub with this morning?
Who do I want to? Well, if anybody right now, I mean, he's the head of the country almost.
I mean, don't butt rub.
That would look good on my resume.
I don't butt rub, and Ant doesn't butt rub.
Yeah, I never butt rub.
You gotta take it out of the equation. Look, it's in the rules. I would love to butt rub with you, but the rules.
Pat Duffy's all
the rules
scared.
state I'm not allowed to.
Pat Duffy had his head down like that kid that doesn't want the teacher calling on him. And it's so obvious now that I look at that. No wonder I always got called on when I put my head down, because he's looking like, I don't want to butt rub. I don't want to butt rub.
Well, here's the
I think Pat Duffy wants to butt rub.
Here's the thing. I said I would do it. I'm not going to pick who I want to do it with. It's not like...
Who's the hottest guy you would butt rub with in here?
Yeah, who would you do it with?
This is a mess. There's no one.
Who do you wish was the drug dealer?
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits of the last few months. Rich Voss dressing extra sexy.
Provocatively, because he heard a drug dealer was kind of gay. And
he would get more drugs if he dressed sexy.
He'd get favorable treatment from the drug dealer.
That addiction's a bitch, isn't it?
Because he heard from another guy, it's like, dude, this guy likes when you go in, looking a little hot. So Rich actually dressed for the occasion by putting on little hot pants and a little bippy shirt.
It was like
a little tied up belly shirt.
It was almost a halter top.
You're dressing sexy for your drug dealer. Oh,
no underwear. You can just see the outline.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And then he would actually go upstairs with the drug dealer, but he swears nothing really happened.
I'm going to have to check you for weapons.
You did admit that.
I will have to check you.
I didn't admit anything.
You admitted that you lounged on the bed with the guy, right?
No, he was. No, I didn't admit that at all.
You sat on the bed with the guy.
You said you went upstairs with the guy.
I did.
You went up
I went
to
upstairs.
the bedroom.
You and just him.
And you sat on the bed.
And he had a gay Doberman.
Yeah.
And you sat on the bed with him.
No, I didn't sit on the bed. I sat right across from him. He was leaning on the bed like that.
So you had to show him something.
Well, did you sit there?
He might have got a peek.
Well, yeah. All right. Also, now he's finally admitting that now.
Well, he gave one of those leg crosses like, what's her name?
All of a sudden,
Sharon
I'm
Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Sharon Stoned.
It was not Basic Instinct. I forget. I couldn't even think of anything. It would have been so hacky.
So he was on the bed, and you were in the chair, and you kind of gave him a little show.
Yeah.
Show. A little bit.
Well, who else would wear that outfit to just not... Of course, you got to take advantage.
Showed a little hubba bubba. Little hubba bubba bubble gum.
He watched you do things?
I can't say that was he. No, it didn't go that far.
Yeah, right. It's not gay if the guy's just watching.
Oh.
And so you can admit that. Let's go.
He's just holding an 8-ball between his fingers, swinging it back and forth, seeing how far Rich will go for it. Yeah. Rich, if I take care of myself.
It's one of the better breaks we've done in many months.
Like that Michael Myers scene in 54, was it?
Yeah.
Where he gets the kid up in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Another gay drug dealer that, if two guys do that without touching each other, that's not gay. If you're just sitting there.
Now you're going to at least admit that?
Well, this is a different guy.
You got a lot of guys.
This was a different guy. But
does Bonnie ask you that?
What's that?
How many guys have you been with?
Yeah, usually your girlfriend goes, how many girls have you been with? But
How many guys?
How many guys? Just tell me.
All right, let me see.
Just tell me so we can get through this.
3.
Are you talking about the snorting days or the freebase days?
Wow. No. So you actually, did a little something. And,
never touched.
And the drug dealer
never touched another guy.
Without touching to get more drugs?
You were both in the room together. And things got accomplished. But you weren't touching each other.
Let's say, definitely I never touched,
Yeah.
Sometimes, not with the one guy.
It's not gay if you don't touch.
Not at all.
So you're safe right now.
That with
you're
me.
safe.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So what guys will normally do in a room alone or in the shower or wherever you might want to, feel good physically.
Yeah.
You would do that in the same room with another guy doing the same thing.
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? It's another guy.
Yeah, but he was addicted.
No, even my friend, even before addiction, when I told you this bit. I mean, this is true. When I used to sleep over my other friend Brian's house.
Right.
We'd come home after partying. And we'd be in bed, but we didn't look at each other when we did it or whatever, I mean, we're just two young kids.
All right.
Yeah, just two young kids.
We'll continue with this after the break, but Tim has come in with the sweeper, the new sweeper for Can't Say That Wednesday.
A new one?
Still waiting for a listener to get the thing going that has half a brain. But here's the second attempt at the sweeper.
You can't say that Wednesday.
He shot her in the...
Can't say that.
If you ever watched a person...
Can't say that.
Oh, how do you say this on regular radio?
Can't say that.
And it was completely acceptable when I was a kid, but so were some other...
Can't say that.
And I'm thinking, wow, if that was on the radio, we'd be fired.
Opie and Anthony Show.
All right.
That's good. E-Rock, does that meet your...
E-Rock. Let's make sure
standards, your high standards of production?
I like that one.
Oh, you do,
okay.
do you? That means we'll use the first one.
The E-Rock seal of garbage.
All right, it's Opie and Anthony. It's Opie and Anthony on the instant feedback. Bill in Waterford writes, did Rich Voss dance for the gay drug dealer like Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies?
Oh. Now do a dance for me. Make it sexy.
And I got to take care of something. Ralph from Belleville, Jersey, or something like that. Belleville?
Bellevue. No,
Belleville? Belleville? Belleville?
From Jersey.
He's very obsessed. I got to tell you. Got to bring something to the show. Ralph writes every day on the instant feedback. He's obsessed with the fact that I saw Jimmy getting a treat from a woman as he was driving her back to a bus station.
Ah, right.
As we're driving through Times Square. And today he writes something every day. He's obsessed with this. Opie, what's more gay? What he just said, meaning Rich Voss, dancing sexy for a drug dealer to get a little extra. What he just said, or watching a vertically challenged funny man receive oral in a car through the rear view mirror. Tell him that story. I want to see if he thinks that's gay. And I've explained this, and Ralph just doesn't listen. If you're a friend of Jim Norton's, you have seen pretty much everything. Everything.
That's not gay. So why? It's like watching porno live.
We are driving through Times Square. He's dropping a chick off at a bus station, so she makes the long bus ride back to whatever crap town she was from. And obviously, I know something's going on. And Jimmy adjusts the rear view mirror so I can, get a peek for the shock value. And of course, I look, and then I laugh hysterically because I'm not a homophobe, Ralph. I can handle seeing that without freaking out and thinking of my own sexuality. I laughed openly, like, holy crap, what the F, dude? And then I went back to looking out the stupid window and looking at tourists. That's the story, Ralph. So chill. Every effing day with the dumb thing.
How could you not giggle when you see that happen?
Thank you. And if you're friends with Jimmy, you're going to see that. Jimmy has told many stories of going down to Rio and everyone sitting around with their you-know-what in a particular state, and they just all look at each other and giggle.
I never saw that. I've been friends with Jimmy.
You're not really friends with Jimmy, though. You're friends kind of as far as the show
Jimmy?
goes. As far as the show goes, but you don't really hang with them and stuff.
I don't live in the city.
And you don't leave your house.
I leave my house.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes.
But I'm saying, I had
a friend of mine unbuttoned a girl's top in the back seat and was like, kind of juggling around a little bit.
Right.
And I looked at that in the mirror.
Right.
And that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Way back when.
That's not even close to anything.
No, it's cool. Dude, think about it. It's this girl I go to high school with. She starts seeing this guy that's my friend. They're in the back seat, and she's sitting in the back seat with her shirt just completely open, bare-breasted, and I'm looking at this girl I go to high school with in my rearview mirror. That was hot.
Well,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, high school, that's good.
Yeah.
High school.
I'm not talking last week.
And why are you trying to defend the thing? You've seen Jimmy.
Not in that act.
You've seen other things on Jimmy. You've seen his bare bottom.
Yeah, but that's like as he's like goofing around.
You haven't seen the pictures of his bare bottom from the wedding when Keith took the pictures in the bathroom?
Yeah, that's hysterical.
All right, thank you.
But I haven't seen him in a sexual situation. No.
Sitting there doing what he does on a daily basis, he's always fiddling.
Not where everything is exposed and he's having some type of sex with a woman.
I've been with Jimmy a couple times. Let's say there was a third party.
Right.
Yeah, you've seen a lot. Yeah. All I'm saying is, if you're a friend of Jimmy's, you're privy to some fun situations.
As far as I'm concerned, I've always been back at rear echelon in the headquarters building. Opie apparently one time or another saw some combat, and you've constantly been on the front line, boss.
Yeah.
As far as Norton goes, and seeing him in action goes, you're a veteran, a seasoned vet.
So I could bury this with this Ralph guy that's obsessed with it. I'm completely okay with the fact what I saw that day as we're driving through Times Square. So say whatever the F you want. Okay?
So you want to say you want to bury this bone? Is that
Look, man, it was hilarious. It was shocking, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to say. And it was funny and shocking at the same time. All right, we're going to attempt this again. We got Jason on the line. Jason, you're on the Opie and Anthony show. What's up?
Hey, good morning, fellers.
Hey.
Hey.
I got a question for Mr. Holtetop.
All right.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
You ever sucked a big nigger's dick?
Oh, why? Why? You can't say that.
You cannot
say that
on Cannot Say That Wednesday.
We're trying to get the You Can't Say That Wednesday bit going, and of course it has to go right to that.
Well, let me tell you something.
Of course it has to go right to that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
Wow.
And that honestly, that's not what we're looking for, because that'll start other problems that we don't need right now.
Are you insane?
Can't you just go with the bit, please, in a way that makes it fun for everybody? But it is You Can't Say That Wednesday, and the first attempt was just wrong on so many levels. Hey, really fast, out of nowhere last night. I guess it's.
I never thought of that.
What happened?
What about the other side?
Well, I don't know. They'll take care of that.
Someone get it?
Hopefully they did.
Apparently they did.
I'll make it perfectly clear. I hope they did. Because we're trying to do You Can't Say That Wednesday, and of course, the first guy has to take it to the ultimate level.
Can we just keep it with the way we talk when we're over there, maybe?
Yeah, please.
Jesus.
By the way, Whip 'em Out Wednesday is alive and well on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
Very nice. Vicky J, thank you. I think she's the only one wowing this morning on Pal Talk. Usually you get a whole bunch of women doing their wowing. But
a gaggle.
But today we got one, and she's got a very, very nice wow happening right now.
She's just letting them hang out.
Is she at the office like that?
Doesn't it look like
really?
She's at the office?
What, you just closed the door? What's the deal with this? Is she a newbie? No. She looks different, though, for some reason. Maybe because of the lighting of her office. But the office door is closed. The boss is somewhere. She's drinking her Starbucks, and she's just wowing for everybody on Pal Talk. Thank you.
Giant hands there.
That is very nice.
Thank you for this Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Third world countries are bidding on those.
Yes.
Anyway, out of nowhere last night in New York, they decided they needed to talk about a devastating hurricane possibly hitting New York City, because I guess they haven't scared us lately, and they realized, okay, it's time to scare everybody again.
Well, again, they were hoping for this really bad hurricane season, and nothing so far.
Oh, by the way, XM did not dump out of that, so thanks, Jason, for really pretty much wrecking the bit before it has a chance to have a life of its own.
Asshead.
Great, thank you. Well, that's not what we were going for, so sorry. Got to say sorry every day now. Sorry. Now all the girls are are wowing on Pal Talk. Mary from Boston, very nice.
Rich W's cam is pretty nice, too.
Well, that's H-Cup.
That's giant.
That's H-Cup.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the wows, gals.
All right, so Fox 5 reports on how devastating and possible a Category 5 hurricane would be in New York.
Category 5, first of all, has there ever been one in New York? We're so far north, the water gets kind of cold and the hurricane loses steam.
Is it possible? Yes.
Is it?
But the odds are ridiculous.
Is it possible?
Well, they're going to tell us yes, because, they got to keep the scare factor
Well,
up.
let's say then.
I say we get a dirty bomb in New York City before we get a hurricane, a Category 5 hurricane.
Filthy bomb.
Most likely, you're not prepared if a hurricane were to hit tomorrow. Queens College professor Nicholas Koch has been studying hurricanes for years, and what he knows may surprise you.
The worst case scenario, believe it or not, is not one that heads right to New York City, but one that heads to Jersey City. The right side of the hurricane is where you get those winds added. And Long Island and New Jersey make a right angle. So here's your hurricane with counterclockwise rotating winds. At the front of the hurricane, it's pushing all of the water shelf into the right angle. You can't push water into a right angle without it going up abnormally. So our hurricanes will raise water levels that are equivalent to Category 5s.
Equivalent to Category 5.
Ah, I see.
Because the water gets stuck over there.
But out of nowhere, they had to come up with this story on the news yesterday.
They had to fill space. What if a meteor hits in New York City? Yeah.
Oh, they've done that.
Oh, they've done that.
They've done meteor.
Oh, yeah. And what about dinosaurs? Yeah, they do it all.
What if dinosaurs come back?
Yeah, what if the Loch Ness Monster was actually alive and well in the Hudson River? They did that one as well. Ice Age, sure, yeah. Yeah. Flooding in New York City. The water levels rising, and that's my favorite one when they show. When they show the animation of New York City underwater
because of global warming and the ice caps melting. They show what New York is going to be like, and they show cars underwater
or floating
and floating, and the buildings just the way they are now, but covered with water
up to 10 stories high.
People wouldn't just leave.
Before it gets to that stage, we would notice unusually large puddles.
Yeah,
and then as a society, we would try to figure stuff out. Wow, maybe we need to build a huge retaining wall, some kind of massive levee, something. But they make it look like on the news and all these science programs that no, we're just going to ignore the large puddles that now become ponds and stuff, and then it just starts engulfing buildings, and we're just going to sit there and take it,
even the most
let it happen slowly but surely.
Pessimistic scientists say that it would be 50 years and we'd start seeing pretty good flooding. Could you imagine though just walking around for 49 years going, boy, it sure is getting full of water around here, and not moving your car, just letting it sink in the water? There wouldn't be anybody. People would have been long gone from the city if there was no way of preventing the water from coming in.
Yeah.
This city would be long gone. We'd salvage everything we could and move it inland somewhere. Make New York and just deal with it. That's what we do. We're very adaptive.
We would probably just take over Cleveland.
No, too far in.
You think?
We'd be on a mountain.
Yeah.
We would want to be on the water just like New York is.
It's got to be. It's a port city.
I'm thinking we'd take over Buffalo or Cleveland. We would just come in and just conquer Buffalo or Cleveland. Yeah.
Be good in Cleveland. They could open some of those stores that keep closing rapidly.
Yeah. I think we just go a little north, take over Hartford.
Hartford?
Yeah. We take over Hartford, rebuild it, make it New York, because the water will have risen up where that's probably going to be like a coastal city.
But isn't the water going to come from the north?
No. It comes from the
just everything rising.
The ice caps melting, but it doesn't run down the land. It just makes the ocean higher.
Oh, he gets confused when he
know.
Maps. You're one of those guys.
Yeah.
It has to come from the top of the map, right? Yeah.
It's just...
I wish they were all wrong. I kind of
thought that too, but I was 8.
The top of the map. Yeah, everything comes down from the top of the map, right?
Because that's how we look at stuff. I understand, Rich.
Wait, the ice
Rich thinks that the mind of a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I thought that when I was 8, but then my dad kind of explained it to me in between scams.
The ice caps melt.
Yeah.
And all that extra water
comes from the top of the map.
No, hold on.
Top of the map.
So the ocean rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sea level rises.
Yep.
Right.
But why does it... Oh, okay, I see.
And then floods everything. Everything that's like close to the water now. You know, you look over at the west side of New York City, and the water's right there. It's only a few feet below the West Side Highway and all that stuff over there. Well, that would rise up and flood New York. Probably the only place that would be left above ground is like the bump. The Manhattan bump, where you have to walk uphill a little bit, like 6th Avenue around there. That's it.
All right, let's...
One street. I would love that. A one-street Manhattan.
Yeah. The professor talks about how devastating a Category 5 storm could be.
No,
we've seen the damage from Hurricane Gloria back in 1985. That storm was a Category 2 that hit Long Island. So can you imagine how devastating a Category 5 hurricane would be in New York City?
By the way, Aunt and I from Long Island, and not even a sign that this hurricane hit back in the day.
No.
We survived it.
I was driving around in it.
Yeah, we survived it.
It was a big, heavy rainstorm. It was cool. It was windy. There were trees, tree limbs coming down, some trees being uprooted. But it's not like one of those devastating hurricanes where you drive around years later and see the evidence of devastation.
Yeah, it was a nuisance for maybe a weekend. Long weekend. I think by Monday or Tuesday we adapted pretty well, and we, somebody that sells plywood made a lot of money.
That's it.
A couple squirrels lost their home.
It was a Category 2 that hit Long Island. So can you imagine how devastating a Category 5 hurricane would be in New
Or a
York
10?
What will a major hurricane do to an urban center? Take our subways. Our subways are underground. In August, we get these tremendous rainfalls. We pump out the subway, right? What's going to happen when you have salt water in the subways? As soon as that salt hits the third rail, we have to rewire the subway. How many billions is that going to cost?
Oh, my God.
Economically, it would be devastating. But more importantly, your life is at risk.
The news has just got to stop. We're on to you. More and more people are on to the news and what they're trying to accomplish.
Who's this over-dramatic? Once that salt water hits the third rail, we're in trouble.
And that'll cost...
could end everything. Devastation with billions of dollars. Oh, my God. Category 5. What's a Category 5?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Finger of God. Shut up.
Yes, Dan.
I mean, yes, if a hurricane came that flooded every subway tunnel simultaneously, that would really stink.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what would happen.
No, of course not. The odds of that happening, I mean, let's just all relax.
This is all a Democratic campaign, this whole global warming.
Ooh, Democratic.
Rich getting political.
Well, that's what this is, because it gets you thinking, the Al Gore, we're all green.
Al Gore.
The Al Gore, yeah.
We're all green, the concerts, all of this is Democratic.
Did you say the Walgreen?
I said going green, everybody's going green, all this. It's all just a campaign for the Democratic Party coming up for the presidential elections. None of this happened 2 or 3 years ago when there were no elections. There wasn't all these free concerts.
Warren, how badly New York should be crippled.
New York is not only the Big Apple, it's the headquarters for banking, finance, entertainment, and all these things. Yeah. And they're all going to be crippled. Not because people are going to be killed or devastation, but the interruption to the communications.
You don't want to see what happened in New Orleans happen in New York City. So does Professor Koch believe New York is prepared?
New Yorkers are too smart. They think that they're smarter than everybody else, including emergency managers. I tell them, listen to the people that are telling you what to do. You're paying them to save your life.
You don't want to see what happened in New Orleans happen here. Geez, I hope our levees don't break here in Manhattan.
Right.
Oh, that's right. We don't have levees.
Yeah.
Just stop already.
Just fear-mongering at its best. They found some dumb professor. Is it sweeps? It must be sweeps.
Some kind of...
They do this on the news when they need, some ratings, so they get really outrageous.
Could you see a bunch of people shacking up at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Just ripping the place apart and crapping in there and just making a mess of the place. instead of maybe just, going into one of the hundreds or thousands of buildings that would be well above sea level.
Well, and here's the deal.
Any building.
Here's the deal. New York City, in the overall scheme of things, is so much more important than New Orleans. Everyone knows that. The government response would be drastically different if we were faced with something like that here in New York or in pretty much any other city in America. It's just how it works. I love when the news does the story on the hurricane. And this isn't exclusive to New York. You're in a city that's hurricane, unless you're listening in San Francisco. I've heard them when I was living in Western New York, where there's some kind of obscure fault line and it could happen. And supposedly there's a fault line here in New York somewhere, and like every 20 years we get like a slight shake. But this could turn into a massive hurricane that could destroy everything. It's like, okay, sure.
Earthquake.
Yeah, and you don't see twisters going down Fifth Avenue.
No.
It just doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. And you don't get Category 5 hurricanes. The water isn't warm enough.
The buildings are too...
It's not set up for it up here.
In New York, we have to worry about real things, so we don't need professors like with this crap. We have to worry about the next terrorist attack. They want to come back and do more damage to New York City. That's a real thing. That is a concern of most New Yorkers.
Crime. If you're in certain areas.
But a Category 5 hurricane, that's way down on our list of things we're worrying about on a regular basis. An earthquake possibly destroying, New York City, way down on the list. The Loch Ness Monster in the Hudson River, way down on our list.
I've never woken up worried around this area. Really, any natural disaster. It just doesn't really happen.
That's not in our bodies or whatever.
You get the occasional stupid thing that happens, but it's never this big devastating event. Stop it.
We worry about dumb stuff like the manhole covers popping up and clunking you on the
getting
head.
Electrocuted by Con Ed, one of the grates on the sidewalk.
Your dog is relieving it's
electrified.
We got our own problems. They're a little different than Category 5 hurricanes.
You have a better chance of walking down the street and somebody heaving himself off a building and landing on you.
Yeah, true.
We got to worry about the homeless and bricks, things like that.
They're like hitting people in the head with old cobblestones.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Being pushed in front of a subway.
But this professor, it's the entertainment. There's so much entertainment in New York.
Oh, the communications would just be devastated.
Devastated.
Oh, this is going to be horrible when it never happens.
If a Category 5 hurricane hits, you won't be able to listen to Opie and Anthony anymore.
Oh, my God.
That would be devastating for everybody.
I suggest we all evacuate now. Just leave. Leave the city. Yeah. Who's the head of that? Who was that speaking, by the way?
Huh?
Who was that speaking? Was he the head of what's his title?
Head of, I don't know, the
Democratic Party.
Department of Fear.
How does he represent our show at the same time? Mr. Doom and Gloom. I thought that was Bob Eatman. Oh, guys, when the hurricane hits, it's going to be just horrible.
Guys, the ratings.
Guys, how will it affect the ratings?
If a Category 5 hurricane hits, your ratings will be devastated.
If the hurricane hits, the merger will
then I'm actually gonna
go through or won't. I don't know which is worse.
But I'm going to actually have to work for a living. I'm not going to have to. I won't be able to ride your coattails anymore. I'm going to actually have to really work for a living.
Hold on for a minute, boys. Yes, I'll take that 15-cent receipt. Oh my God, I have to save my receipts just in case I have to use them to sandbag my property.
Let's say hi to Dave in Philly. Dave, what's going on?
Yo, Ole, what's happening?
Hey, bro.
Hey, they're doing the same thing down here in Philly. Last night they ran a story on happened if this monster hurricane came racing up the coast. And how the city would be inundated with waves. And how we'd be wiped out. It would just be horrible.
All right, thank you. All right, Dave, we get it. By the way, there's a better chance a Category 5 hits Philly before it hits New York.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's further south.
Washington?
What I say.
Even a better chance than Philly. What do you think of that? Huh?
I think you get past those...
the Carolinas?
Yeah, the Carolinas.
North of the Carolinas, and it's all...
It's over, Johnny. Yeah. You're really not getting the devastating hurricanes.
No.
That's our little weather update.
All right, let's say hi to Jason in Cleveland. Jason, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Owen? Stupid boss.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not too much. I just was trying to get in on the Inappropriate Comment Wednesday, calling from Cleveland.
Hanging up on him.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to do the bit.
He doesn't know how to do the bit guy. That's who he is.
You don't set up the bit, you just do the bit.
Right. I'd like to do you can't say that Wednesday bit.
I like to do the can't say that Wednesday. Yeah, can't say that Wednesday thing. You
Hold
guys
on to your
started.
hats. Here it comes.
Oh boy!
And he had the nerve to call me stupid.
It's called
an idiot.
The element of surprise. Right. That's what makes the bit pretty good.
Yeah,
a pretty good one.
He was playing for a prize there.
What an idiot!
All right, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. It's Rich Voss doing butt rubs. It's many, many things today.
Gotta get a butt rub in.
Yeah.
Butt rub.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Butt rub.
Hey, how about after the break?
I'll do the butt rub.
All right.
After the break, you do a butt rub.
Butt rub Wednesday.
It's Butt Rub Wednesday. Jimmy kind of started this, and he's kind of not happy that he started this one because now he has to butt rub almost every Wednesday. And you're filling in for Jimmy. So how about we line up the interns and a few members of the Opie Anthony
like
staff.
a brothel.
Yeah.
And you could pick out the one you want to butt rub with.
Yeah. And we're going to make you pick out the person you're going to butt rub with.
All right.
Just imagine they're all drug dealers.
Jeez. All right.
By the way, Rich Voss is going to be a father on Monday.
Another one.
After the One traveling virus.
Scheduled birth?
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah. Sunday night, Monday morning.
Is this this is Bonnie's first, right?
Yeah.
Is she all nervous?
I guess. I mean, it's a pretty powerful thing coming through you like that.
You think she's going to be? Are you going to be in the delivery room? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a phone and see if we can get it on there.
That'd be great.
That would rock.
I'd love to hear her screaming.
This guy last night, he goes, I got one word, epidural. I go, hey, we have a name. But
hey, if you want to go with Sam to San Diego for Comic-Con, courtesy of our good friends at NBC. Of course, you'll get a sneak peek at NBC's new fall shows, Bionic Woman and Chuck, and see the cast and crew of Heroes talk about their new season and see the latest sci-fi screenings. You can log on to 923krock.com to enter for that trip to San Diego with Sam, our own Sam.
Right.
It's Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, getting ready for Butt Rub Wednesday. You can pick one of these people to do a butt rub with, Rich.
Oh, and
hold on a minute. Hold on, though. But first, it's also time for a Opie and Anthony sing-along. Hold on. We'll get to you in a second. But we like to do this from time to time. We like getting songs stuck in your head.
Oh, yeah.
And we found a really, really good one today.
Okay.
The Opie and Anthony sing-along.
Nice music. Love the MIDI.
Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain.
What?
The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain. The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain. Build a tent and say the world is dry. Chocolate rain. Zoom the camera out and see the light. Chocolate rain. Forecast to be falling yesterday. Chocolate rain. Only in the past is what they say. Chocolate rain.
Oh my God.
With your neighborhood insurance rates. Chocolate rain. Makes us happy living in a gay. Chocolate rain.
Everybody, come on.
Made me cross the street the other day. Chocolate rain. Made you turn your head the other way. Chocolate rain.
Turn it off.
Quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain.
Turn it off.
Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain. Quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain. Seldom mention on the radio. radio, chocolate rain.
How long does this go on?
Oh, another 3 minutes. Enjoy, everybody.
Come on. Chocolate rain.
And you're sitting there going, this is really stupid. Well, guess what? A little later this morning or later on this afternoon, out of nowhere, you're going to just be humming Chocolate Rain to yourself.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Wants to hear about it now. Chocolate rain.
What?
Which real hard it goes away somehow. Chocolate rain. Makes the best of friends begin to fight. Chocolate rain. But did they know each other in the light? Chocolate rain. Every February washed away. Chocolate rain.
Oh, we're going to the end. We're going to the end with this one.
Celebrate chocolate rain. The same crime has a higher price to pay. Chocolate rain. The judge and jury swear it's not the face. Chocolate rain.
What is chocolate rain? Does anyone know?
Quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain.
What is chocolate rain?
Shut up! Shut up!
No. Shut up! No.
Quiet.
No.
Quiet.
No.
Stop it!
No.
Your veins. Chocolate rain.
Stop it! No.
Stop whining. Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Economy. Chocolate rain.
This sucks.
Turn that body into GDP. Chocolate rain. The milker blames the baby's DNA. Chocolate rain.
Okay, terrific.
But test scores are how much the parents make. Chocolate rain.
Okay, terrific.
Flipping cars in France the other night. Chocolate rain.
Shut up! Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up!
Jesus Christ, man, what the hell is wrong with you? Please, just shut up!
Cry and shake their heads in shame. Chocolate rain.
Oh my God!
Why? What happened?
It just goes on.
Oh yeah.
Which part do you think you're living in? Chocolate
Oh,
rain.
keep saying it's stupid, but you'll see later today. Out of nowhere, chocolate rain.
Now I'm wishing for that category 5.
We got to where we are.
Chocolate rain.
No. It's really quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain.
No.
Using you to fall back down again.
It's catchy, right?
Rain.
No.
What?
It's the worst. Who is it? Why is he doing this?
Why is he doing this?
Using you to fall back down again.
Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Chocolate rain.
Can you dig that? I do that you could.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah, you try not to say that later on today.
Chocolate rain.
And then you're going to curse us. Chocolate rain. Let's say hi to Rob in Jersey. Rob, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I found this guy on YouTube the other day. His name's Tay Zonday. He's got probably 30 videos on YouTube, and one of which is just selected readings so people can hear his reading and speaking voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a disaster. Every song is sung like that, and they make no sense.
I like chocolate rain. Say it. Chocolate rain.
Meow.
Meow.
Chocolate rain.
Rain.
Chocolate rain. I got the song down. I love it. Don't make me start it over again, Ant.
No, don't.
Don't make me start it over again.
Don't.
Chocolate rain.
I think people are appreciating chocolate rain.
We didn't do it for them
What
to
is it about,
appreciate it.
by the way?
We did it to get under their skin, and then later today, they're just going to go, chocolate rain.
What was that about?
And then they're going to go, I curse them, I do.
I don't get what the song was about.
The over influx.
Maybe it's a song about the bit we are thinking of doing.
Oh, the one we wanted to do? Yeah, that would fit.
Let's just put it this way. It has something to do with a super soaker and something that could be confused for
chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
I think he's trying to be deep and trying to make some kind of a statement.
Jared standing there, chocolate rain. Super soaker pointed at him, chocolate rain. all over his face, chocolate rain.
They call me Cream Pie Jones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, you really proved that yesterday. We'll get into that in about a half hour. Trust me. Chocolate rain. I love this song. I got to hear it again.
No.
Just a piece. I need to hear the chocolate rain.
This could be Jared's new theme music.
Yeah.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
Chocolate rain.
A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate
With Abby born what?
The school books say it can't be here again.
Chocolate rain. Come on, just sing along.
The prisons make you wonder where it went.
The prisons make you wonder where it went?
Yeah. Join me. Join me. You know you want to. Chocolate rain.
Zoom the camera out and see the light.
Chocolate rain.
Zoom the camera.
Has to be falling yesterday. Chocolate rain.
Super soaker filled with chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Not gonna be pleasant for Jared. Chocolate rain.
Rain.
With my speech impediment, I couldn't think of a worse song to sing.
Chocolate rain.
I want to sing it, but I can't. Chocolate rain.
Do you have a dryer door? Chocolate rain. Who's in the front row? Shut up, you effing whore. Chocolate rain. I know the struggle of chocolate rain.
Hey, this is in my system, right? Remember when we got the banana song stuck in everyone's head? Trust me, this will be stuck in your head. Chocolate rain.
Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain.
I don't get it.
What? What?
I don't know what it means.
Does everything have to have a meaning?
That does.
Chocolate rain.
If you're going to babble on for 5 minutes about chocolate rain, I want to know what it means.
All
right, we got Joe in Cambridge. He has joined me. Chocolate rain. I got one person that has joined me so far. Joe in Cambridge.
No one wants to.
Hold on. Come on, join me, George. What do you got, George? Let's go.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah, see, it feels good. Chocolate rain.
Best of friends begin to fight. Chocolate rain. Each other in the light. Chocolate rain.
You like Huey Lewis on the news?
Yeah, at this point.
Chocolate rain. Stays behind his colors.
Chocolate rain. All right, well, there you go. Trust me, that'll be stuck in your head a little later on today.
History quickly crashing through your rain.
Just listen to one of his lyrics here.
All right. You to fall back down again. Chocolate rain.
Using you to fall back down again.
Quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain.
It makes no sense. This dummy.
Well, how about we come up with our own lyrics and then
I think it
come
just
up with a
means-
lyric and then we all just go chocolate rain.
I think it means he had an upset stomach.
Talking about heroin.
Huh?
Talking about heroin. Using you to fall back down again.
No.
Oh, it always has to be about drugs with you.
What it is.
Flipping cars in France the other.
No.
Chocolate rain. A lot of people saying it's about heroin. Wow, Rich might have came up with something today.
It's about heroin, chocolate rain.
No.
Because it looks kind of chocolatey?
No, there's brown heroin that people...
Shake their heads in shame. Chocolate rain. Lifts the ark of paradise and send chocolate rain.
Someone is starting Monster Rain.
Monster Rain. Get under the porch and...
Hattie McGee from Jersey. Me and little Jimmy under the porch. Monster Rain. Oh, my God. You're absolutely right, James, in North Carolina. My new ringtone. Take my phone. I want my phone to ring with chocolate rain.
Using you to fall back down again. Chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins. Chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again.
All right, hold on. Scott in New Jersey. Scott, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Big boy made a duty, chocolate rain.
See, come on. They're joining me, Ed. They're joining me.
No one's digging this song.
They're joining me. Slowly but surely. Chocolate rain.
My lower intestines are in lots of pain. Chocolate rain.
There you go. See, you're in. You're in now, Ed.
Go to traffic and see how many cars are driving off the road right now.
Guaranteed to leave a big stain. Chocolate rain.
Guaranteed to clog your drain.
Chocolate rain.
Come on. Who else? Step up to the mic.
Thought I was done, but I'm going back again. Chocolate rain. Certain parts of me are aflame. Chocolate rain.
Time to do laundry again. What a pain.
Chocolate rain.
Let's see
how many more hours am I on this plane? Chocolate rain.
There you go. Oh no, stuck in traffic. Chocolate rain.
They're gonna have to clean this up with a crane. Chocolate rain.
Not enough TP in the house. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Rich from Manhattan. We built this city on chocolate rain.
I'm about to blow a vein in my brain. Chocolate rain.
On your couch, you leave a stain.
You got the stain already.
Yeah. Oh, come up with some more rhyme schemes. Greg on Long Island, what's up?
XMers have to hear this again and again on the replay.
That's right.
Chocolate rain.
Let's go to Charlie in Philly. He's got chocolate rain. Hi, what's up, Charlie?
Hey, what's up, Opie Anthony? Hey, Opie, you're right. That's a catchy song, but I don't think it's as catchy as My Dick Is Shitty.
Come on. You can't say that. Come on.
You can't say that Wednesday.
Wednesday. And then I stuck my... Can't say that. Yo, I was... Can't say that. Sometimes I like to... Can't say that. And it was all covered with... Can't say that. The Opie Anthony Show.
Chocolate rain.
If the cows eat enough grain, chocolate rain.
I don't know. Rolling forward and backwards on the train. Chocolate rain. Remember that from a bit about a week ago or so.
Jake's got the instant feedback of the day. This dumb bit is driving me insane. Chocolate rain.
Oh, brother.
I dare you not to say chocolate rain at least once today, though. Your friends and your coworkers are going to be like, what the hell are you humming? Chocolate rain.
Here's another dumb trick by David Blaine.
All right, very good. So,
I got to call my house. Apparently the weather screwed up one of my windows in the basement.
And what does that mean?
It means that water was building up in one of the window wells.
Yeah.
And the window broke.
Oh, really?
And now water poured into my basement.
Jesus.
Chocolate rain in Anthony's basement. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. Mud is flowing down the basement drain. Chocolate rain.
That house is driving me insane.
Chocolate rain.
Oh, wow.
Water ruined Anthony's window pane. Chocolate rain.
Hey, Marky from Philly. This bit is really lame. Chocolate rain.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin chocolate rain.
Happy baldness scent. What?
Say it can't be here again, chocolate rain.
We're getting it, yeah.
Prisons make you wonder where it went, chocolate rain.
It's getting stuck in people's heads. I know it. I know it.
The well is dry, chocolate rain.
More with Opie and Anthony.
Zoom the camera out and see the
after the break.
Chocolate rain.
Rich Voss does Butt Rub Wednesday.
Stand Up New York this Friday night.
What?
Stand Up New York, there'll be chocolate rain Friday night. Stand Up New York.
That doesn't make any sense.
Neither I know. I just figured I'd throw it out. The guy asked me to do it for him.
All right, very good. It's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for wrecking the bid.
I didn't wreck the bid.
Could be the most disgusting program you've ever heard.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
Oh my God!
That is effed up.
Just to clarify, it doesn't leak on its own.
Oh my God! What are you, crazy? What are you, insane? What does he have?
He has rotting corneas.
What do you have? I have rotting corneas.
Wow. Let's just say he's got a growth. All right, a scrotal growth. Scrotal growth.
It's the return of What the Hell Is That on the Opie and Anthony Show. If there's something on your body and you're pretty sure it doesn't belong there, call the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
What the hell's the prognosis?
Geez.
What do you think it is?
What is the C sign? Canker sore. Canker sore.
Our highly trained staff, which may or may not include a medical professional, will evaluate your oddity and then point and laugh accordingly. Grand prize, a brand new Apple iPhone. For more information, visit our website or email Travis at foundrymusic.com.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony, bad boy radio host.
Opie and Anthony.
Rich Voss in studio. What's that plug, Rich?
Chocolate rain.
Real quick, this Friday, Stand Up New York. And real quick, July 29th, Marissa's in Trouble, Connecticut.
Hear Rich Voss's same old jokes again. Chocolate rain.
First of all, I come up with new jokes all the time. All right.
Of course.
Teasing. Chocolate rain. This effing song gave me a migraine. Chocolate rain.
I have a hemorrhage on the brain.
Chocolate rain. Yeah, that works. I guess. Where's the one that made everyone laugh? I can't find it. It was a really good one on instant feedback. Oh boy.
What? Chocolate rain brings the N-word back to life again. Chocolate rain.
That was the one. Sorry you don't get credit, though, because we can't find your instant feedback anymore.
Sorry.
It was a very, very good one. It made everyone chuckle. Hey, here in New York, they're doing very cool things with the radio station. Tracy's on top of this station. I was going to make a top of
another
joke.
Yeah.
Saw that. Leave it alone for now.
I was waiting for it.
There's going to be a hostile takeover today with Tool. That's really
hostile.
Cool. For all the New Yorkers and all the people from Long Island and Jersey and in the surrounding areas, Tool will be doing an afternoon drive here in New York today. Very cool. And right at the end of the show, we give you a chance to win front row tickets to the show tonight. Tool, okay?
Chocolate rain. Another reality show on VH1 again. Chocolate. Oh,
it's time for a butt rub. Butt rub. Chocolate rain.
My body's like a busted water main. Chocolate rain.
Oh, no, you
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's a maniac.
Get my man back.
Oh, my God.
We're here. Fez Wally, Eastside Dave from the Ron Fez.
Hold on a minute. We were going to wait till 9 o'clock, so now we got to explain to America what the hell's going on.
You've got a lot of explaining to do, Backlund.
Wow.
Oh, my God, Dave.
Right.
My wild man is here. He shut your guy, Cream Puff Jones, down yesterday.
All right, let me explain.
Wow.
Eastside Dave in studio with his shirt off.
Of course.
And his jeans pushed way low. Beauty, baby. And his underwear hiked up nicely and really bad tattoos on his awful body. And he's got a collar on.
He's on a leash.
He's on a leash. And Fez from Ron and Fez in studio with Eastside Dave. Where do we begin?
Oh, my God. Well, Duty.
Begin with how your show got shut down.
Well,
by my man Eastside Dave. Behold, look at him.
I'm looking
Stare at him.
I'm looking at him. I'm staring at him. Yesterday we had Cream Puff.
Cream Pie Jones.
Cream Pie Jones.
Cream Puff was right.
We really thought Cream Pie Jones had something for you guys. And,
because he put on what we call the duty hat.
Yeah, the duty hat, which is on the website, yes.
A hat was in the toilet.
Yeah.
And something was in the hat.
Yeah.
And he put the hat on his head.
Yeah.
And then Than pushed down on the top of the hat, ensuring that what was in the hat was now all over his hair.
Yeah.
And
hence the duty hat.
God. He was feeling all good about himself, like he was the stunt man of any radio show.
And to be honest, we were feeling good about ourselves.
Because it was very exciting. It was funny. And then somebody suggested perhaps he was the best stunt guy for a radio show ever.
Yeah.
And then Eastside Dave's name came up from the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah.
And someone suggested they should go head-to-head.
Yeah.
I don't know who that lunatic was.
It might have been me.
Because
it might have been me.
You bit off more than you could chew, Bob Backlund, didn't you?
Apparently from listening to
You too, San Martino.
Let me tell you something, brother.
From listening to your show yesterday, someone else bit off a little more than he could chew also.
Yeah, so
I was a little sick.
Hold on.
Mr. Anthony.
All right, listen.
We're sick with anger.
Hold on. We're calm the savage beast. We're trying to
I can't control him.
We're trying to explain this to the rest of America.
Oh, my God.
He's on a leash, and Fez, I don't trust Fez with the leash, if you know what I mean.
He's a madman. His pants are down. Why didn't he pull his pants down,
They
Fez?
just fell down, baby.
And he don't care.
Because he's the most extreme producer there is in radio.
Can I do a quick
Eastside Dave will drink some chocolate rain. Chocolate rain.
So our guy, we thought dealing with his hat and what was in the hat and everything would have put him on top.
Yeah.
So then when the Ron and Fez show started over there on XM, Dave got wind of this and got very angry.
Yeah.
And then Jared came over there, and Dave lost his mind.
Yeah, and then they just had a massive confrontation. Eastside Dave took this very, very seriously. He's scratching his ear like a dog.
My mad dog has fleas. This mad dog bites.
He is insane. Oh, my God, he's fighting his own leash.
Down.
I've seen them do this.
Down, boy.
So, of course, Eastside Dave, being like the stunt boy for Ron and Fez, took it very seriously. And
he was
pretty much, it's got to be said, destroyed our guy, Cream Pie Jones. How did he destroy Cream Pie Jones, Anthony?
He did things that are unspeakable in a civilized community.
Right.
He threatened at first to take a photograph of our own Cream Pie Jones. Whatever his name is.
I know.
Jones.
At this point, it is whatever his name is. You're right.
And
chocolate rain.
And make it wet. If I could just say, he made it wet.
A picture of Cream Pie Jones, yes.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to.
And then he ate the picture.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't enough.
He was just warming up.
Yummy tummy, baby. The photo was the most distasteful part of it.
Yes.
Yes, of course
it was. Because after that, he took a plate, I gather, a nice blue plate. Look at that. It's wonderful. Oh. And now there's something that's making Rich gag on the blue plate.
Yeah.
Oh, he's licking the monitor.
He's licking the monitor.
Back, mad dog.
Listen.
It's so good. It looks so good to me.
Oh, God. You left something. It looks a lot like a melted Tootsie Roll.
Well, yeah.
I was eating Twinkies that morning.
We don't know what it was.
I don't know. It probably is a melted Tootsie Roll.
Actually, we know exactly what it was, but we're trying to, keep this on.
But he then decided to ingest that.
Yes.
There's a picture.
Yeah, well, yeah. In front of Cream Pie Jones, by the way.
Right, well, and Cream Pie, you saw this. You witnessed this.
Yeah, I did. And in my defense, after Eastside Dave threw up the picture, I put it in my mouth and held it in there longer than he did. And then when Eastside
No one recalls any of this, Cream
Did
Puff.
that happen?
No, none of this happened.
Cream Pie!
That
Not
did
Cream
happen.
Puff!
You know, this pales in comparison. The Ron Fez show, we've gone to the farthest reaches of New Jersey to get the best radio producer stuntman.
Eastside Spring Lake is
exactly.
Eastside Spring Lake, right.
The best in the business. There's no challenge he can't face. He's done eating and drinking, so we're beyond that.
Yeah.
You know he'll eat anything. You know he'll drink anything.
It's the ultimate, right. He's reached the ultimate as far as eating and drinking, so that's gone.
Exactly.
I'm hardcore. He's late night Cinemax.
Oh.
I'm Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's Alan Quarterman in the Lost City of Gold. People from 1987 will understand that reference.
Get some dramatic music. I got a little trick up my sleeve.
Oh, perhaps this battle isn't over yet.
That's
my
right,
friend.
So, Eastside Dave.
That's right.
Eastside Dave.
Oh, he's not that intimidating. Why don't you just keep your mouth shut?
At least take your shirt off so you look intimidating.
Right.
Eastside Dave kind of looks intimidating with his shirt off. Take your shirt off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cream Pie Jones, take your shirt off. All right,
You've never seen a more beautiful specimen.
Listen, here's the deal. So then, after Eastside Dave did what he did with the thing that was on the plate,
yeah,
grossing everybody out, then he decided to wash his mouth out with what? Palm olive?
I took a shot of palm olive, Mr. Opie. I downed it because I wanted to keep my mouth clean and I wanted to keep my body pure because I'm a physical specimen. And look at Cream Pie over there. What a lumpy, chocolate, chunky monkey.
He's a blob.
Oh, boy. Eastside David's out of character because he can't help himself. He sees the blubber that is...
The blubber.
That is Cream Pie Jones. Great.
Yeah.
They're laughing at us now.
So now you were taken to the hospital.
Yes. They apparently say palm olive is poison when drank.
Nothing stops this guy.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So pumps later. Here I am before you. 8 o'clock, 8:30, whatever time it is in the morning.
So you were in the hospital pretty much all night.
Yeah, I was there all
I went to bed knowing that you were still in the hospital there.
That's right.
Have you done any business since being in the hospital? What was that experience like?
The business was
bubbles.
Yeah,
yeah.
It came out of me. It was watery. I don't want to go into it.
Yeah, I could see that would be.
You don't owe them an explanation, Bubbles.
Oh boy, you don't know what you stepped into today, Fezzy.
All right,
start the dramatic music. Start the dramatic music. Chocolate rain.
Good one, E-Rock. Right on cue. Oh, there it is. Oh.
I said on yesterday's show that we reserved the right to switch our guy.
Yep.
We are switching our guy today.
Switching your guy?
Cream Pie Jones, you're out.
No.
You're out.
Cream Pie.
Do anything.
Bring in the left-hander for the bullpen.
Ladies
and gentlemen,
I introduce the one, the only, the star of the Baby Bird video, Patrick Duffy!
Hello.
Patrick Duffy!
Patrick Duffy! Patrick Duffy is the man.
You know who he is!
You may have seen him get vomited on.
The star
Pat
of the Baby Bird video!
Projectile vomiting, gallons of eggnog vomit all over his face.
And by the way, I drank car wash soap 3 years ago and never went to the hospital. That's hack.
Oh!
Hack!
Oh, yeah, baby!
That means nothing to the hardcore.
Take that, baby!
I'm still the producer of producers, and you guys still have brought up the lowliest of interns.
We have gone to the bullpen. Cream Pie Jones, who? We had to drag him out of the studio. He's dead to us. Pat Duffy!
Bring him!
Pat Duffy! Pat Duffy!
Oh, is this sad? This is sad, Mad Dog.
Cream Pie
when
dishonored.
things don't go your way, you start changing the rules every which way you can.
He's on the roster. If you want to trade Dave for somebody on your roster, feel free.
You're on
Maybe Black Earl.
You're on our show, our rules. Our rules. Pat Duffy versus Eastside Dave. In a throwdown.
Let's bring it on. You name the time and place, and look at the Mad Dog is going to get you.
9 o'clock, 2:02. Let's do it.
Ooh. Whoa.
What?
Not only did we bring him from the bullpen today, he has also come with a stunt.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Oh,
Something
yeah.
that I feel Dave will not do.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, baby.
That is a bold statement.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it's being shot in the head. That's about the only thing I won't. No, in fact, shoot me in the head.
I think he has been shot in the head.
Baby. This story will continue. This story will continue.
Dave is the reigning champ. Dave will name the time and the place.
Hey, we will acknowledge that. You brought game, Eastside Dave.
Thank you, Mr.
You forced us to go to the bullpen early, and we're okay with that. He is the star of a viral video. You are not, sir. You are not.
That's only because we like to live under the mystery of non-pal talk radio programs.
This story will continue. Oh, yeah, it will. And I got a surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
You made me actually work overnight.
Surprise for Mad Dog.
Can't tell you.
More kibbles and bits interns for me to chew on.
Can't tell you. I got some tricks up my sleeve, my friend. I accept the challenge. We did look stupid on the Ron Fez show.
Oh, my God. I was embarrassed.
We're not going to sit here and take it, though. I got a surprise for you, and we got Pat Duffy now.
Pat Duffy is the man.
Pat Duffy.
Look at this guy. He almost looks Amish.
Welcome to my nightmare, Pat Duffy.
Wow.
Pat, final words.
It would be his nightmare.
Final words, Pat.
Welcome to your nightmare.
Fez doesn't look as confident as he did when he was looking at old cream pie.
A little nervous.
I'm so confident. We're sitting on top of the world today, boys. This is highly unusual, Monsoon, but trust me.
His name is Anthony.
We're ready for any challenge.
All right, I was just saying you didn't look as confident seeing Duffy come in from the bullpen as you did looking at old cream face.
He's had some indigestion, Mr. Anthony.
Don't make us go to O-Town. Don't make us go to O-Town rules.
You know how they roll there.
Bring it on, brother. I have confidence in Pat Duffy. Yep. He's insane.
I got to hear what his stunt is.
And this Mad Dog isn't?
Well,
Eastside Dave.
Why don't you guys go like nose to nose like prize fighters do? And you better hold your stunt boy back there, Fezzy.
Wow. I got him on a tight leash.
The story will continue.
Wow. I got him on a leash.
Versus Pat Duffy. That's right.
Wow.
Oh,
my God. They're facing
hold your boy
back. Wow. Back, Eastside. Back.
Shot. Hold them back.
Vicious.
Here's a treat.
We have to get off the air for now, but we got a pair of... sorry. I got to go back into radio mode. Front row tickets to see Tool tonight at PNC Bank Arts Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Listen for more chances to win. Front row tickets from 3 to 7 as Tool takes over K-Rock during the hostile takeover here in New York. Give us a call now for the front row tickets to Tool, 877-212-5762. Really fast, if you want to join Sam in San Diego for Comic-Con, courtesy of our good friends at NBC. It's simple. Go to 923krock.com to enter to win the trip to go to San Diego with Sam.
Damn. All right, and I'm thrilled to find out what Duffy's stunt is.
I got my money on Duffy. Look at him.
Oh,
He's just pure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's rock. He's rock.
And if you don't have XM, that's fine. We'll give you an update tomorrow. Trust me.
Yeah.
But,
I'm ready. I'm willing.
It's like a shark and a jellyfish.
You know, that cream pie Jones.
Jellyfishes sting, Mr. V.
You know, these guys.
With those teeth, you got a lot of business talking about sharks.
You know what?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's right.
And this cream pie Jones, you took the bait. We gave you the easy target. You destroyed them like you were supposed to, and now we bring in the professional.
Oh, that was planned?
Yeah. Well, what the hell? We're going wrestling.
Good one.
Good one.
Kind of doing a wrestling thing. Hell, we'll right as we go.
We turned on him.
Right.
We hit him with a chair.
I'm so glad you took the bait. All right, we're out of here, Rich. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're lucky you didn't have to butt rub after all that.
Yeah, you got lucky.
I was getting excited over it.
There's a butt.
All right, why don't you end with a butt rub with Eastside Dave?
An Eastside Dave butt rub.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, oh, wonderful.
It is butt rub Wednesday. Monster. This story will continue. Eastside Dave versus our own Pat Duffy. It's Opie and Anthony.
I will do you with Mount Wednesday.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
No. Fade that out.
Oh?
Fade that out.
Oh.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. I finally found a song I could sing. I almost have it. Chocolate rain, rain,
chocolate rain,
rain on me.
E-Rock's hat will never be the same. Chocolate rain.
All right, now we can really get into this. We're in the middle of duty wars. I don't know how it happened.
Duty wars.
But we got some duty wars happening now.
Duty wars.
Look, man, I don't know, but we have to go with it, you know. Started with Big Boy Made a Duty.
Big Boy Made a Duty.
And then the follow-up video, which was Duty Hat.
Duty Hat.
And,
oh, boy, a duty hat.
And this is where the listeners, some of you, some, very small.
Yeah.
Small some. Don't really understand the creative process.
No.
Because I had to hear and read how, the setup for the Big Boy Made a Duty. Oh, it just wasn't worth it. And the duty had follow-up, just not worth. Oh, the setup hours. Blah, 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 blah. It got us to this point. That's why you got to understand the creative process of a radio show a little more than you do.
We didn't know at the time, when we were pulling our duty shenanigans over here,
right,
that across a few blocks down, Eastside Dave was doing his own thing.
Right.
And now these two worlds are colliding.
Big time. And it all started because of the crappy Big Boy Made a Duty video.
Big Boy Made a Duty video. I don't know. I think our guys were feeling their oats. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty undefeatable.
Unbeknownst to us.
I think our guys thought that they couldn't be beat as far as a stunt went, especially with eating or when eating is involved. Now we got...
Can I say unbeknownst, though? Again?
Unbeknownst to us.
Unbeknownst to us.
Unbeknownst.
I like benounced.
Unbeknownst.
Eastside Dave was paying close attention.
Yes.
And took these duty wars to the next level. He ate duty yesterday on the Ron Fez show.
Oh.
It horrified everybody. Master Poe is puking. By the way, I see the allegiance Master Poe has. I'm not stupid. I listened to every single second of the Ron Fez show yesterday.
Yeah.
People don't think I listen, but I do.
Mm-hmm.
And Master Poe is beating up our guy, Cream Pie Jones, and treating him like shit yesterday.
Throwing him out of the studio.
What was that about?
Yeah.
Here's a little bit more allegiance to Ron Fez. That was very obvious to me yesterday, by the way.
Yeah.
That didn't go unnoticed by the Opster.
No.
Chocolate Red.
Cream Pie Jones.
Got defeated yesterday. Monster Rain.
He had done his duty hat gag.
Yeah.
And got his hair full of shit.
Oh. And we got cocky.
Cocky. And we thought this guy would do anything. He could beat anybody as far as stunting went.
Yeah.
Especially with eating or drinking something. Well, Eastside Dave just lost his fucking mind yesterday when Cream Douche showed up at the studio over there.
By the way,
at XM.
We didn't set that up. For some reason, Cream Pie Jones and the boys decided to go over to XM. I guess they actually had work to do.
They do some work over there.
Was that the deal thing? Because we're setting up the bits. We got to play this stuff from Ron and Fez yesterday, and then we're gonna bring it to the next level. Yes, then.
Yeah, because we have to mill around the office to do wrap up certain tasks in Cream.
Mill around.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
basically, you got to make believe that you're working. I'm with you because I do the same thing. Ant does the same thing. I understand. Like, you have to be over at XM, even though there's no studio being built and no one else works down in Washington. But you guys got to at least make it look good.
Yeah,
I get it.
If I leave with the talent, some eyebrows get raised.
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
So you went over there to make believe you were still working, and
Jared apparently was also making believe.
And Cream Pie Jones.
Sorry, I forgot his.
Ran into Eastside Dave.
Yeah.
And we got the audio.
Oh, Dave just lost his mind.
Well, here's Ron and Fez. They start their show yesterday talking about Cream Pie Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That would be you, E-Rock.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the radio war has started. This has been a long time coming. And finally, today, They just went too far. O&A bragging about this new Johnny-come-lately, nothing happening ham and egger hanging out at their show. The great Cream Pie Jones. Well, Cream Pie Jones. He gets a little carried away today. Starts bad-mouthing our boy, Eastside Dave. And like the Beach Boys said, Fezzy, Dave had to shut him up and then shut him down. David, come on in here. First of all, way to represent. Very, very proud of you today.
Thank you, Mr. B.
Yeah. Who is this kid? Who is this guy?
Yeah, who's Cream Pie Jones?
If I describe him in one word, it would be chump.
Hold on. Let people get the laughter out of the way.
Okay.
Hey, don't laugh at Ronnie today.
Goddamn Ronnie.
Don't laugh at Ronnie today. We're in the middle of duty wars. You don't laugh.
I know, we're at
don't
war
laugh.
with him, but
hold it in.
You gotta respect your adversary sometimes. That's funny.
No. Stop laughing. This is serious business, these duty wars. Basically, what they were referring to, who knew it was going to go way further than it did.
Yeah.
But Ronnie was complimenting Eastside Dave because he kind of like pooped on a plate and then might have taken a taste. Just a little taste. Little taste. A little taste yesterday. And we thought that was the end of it. So Dave goes crazy when he learns that Cream Pie Jones is right outside the studio. Here it is.
You know what? I do believe that is O&A's intern. That's Cream Pie Jones.
Cream Pie Jones is hanging around outside, or is he?
Yep, he's right outside the door.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There he is.
Come on.
There he is, the blonde kid.
Is that him?
In my fucking house.
In your house.
In my fucking house. You're going to be in here in my fucking house. That's fucking understand. I'm fucking dealing with kids. So fucking Cream Pie. You're going to have to die. You're going to have to die. You are going to get fucking shot on. I can fucking kiss your ass. This is not a fucking joke, fucker. You're going to die. This is not a real thing.
Dave.
Not a fucking bitch.
Dave.
Not a goddamn.
Dave, take his shirt. Take his fucking shirt off him. Take his shirt off him. Take his shirt off him. Take his. There it is.
Gay.
There it is. Take your own shirt off. All right, Rose got Dave.
Bit gay.
Don't ever come into my house again.
Dave's shirtless.
Don't ever come into my house again.
All right, this isn't our studio.
Don't ever come into fucking Frank's place again.
All right, stop laughing.
Hey, don't let me help it. I can't help it. That's fucking Ron Bennington. Jesus Christ.
All right, so Dave.
It's very funny.
Dave there
Frank's
confronts Cream Pie Jones. And, well, it gets a little uglier.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Then all of a sudden, like Eastside Dave kind of shows Cream Pie Jones what he's made of.
Yep.
In this next clip.
Literally.
Hold on. You know what? Where's the picture? Where's the stunt that you're ready to do? Where's this picture?
There's the picture.
Take it front and center.
I got a picture here of Cream Pie Jones.
From his MySpace?
I'd like to show you what I do with that picture. If I could use your assistance, mister.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, hold on. We have a floor here that, we need.
Where is the shit pan?
Oh, he's getting his shit pan right now.
I didn't know we had an official shit pan.
Wait, what is it?
This is a picture of Cream Pie Jones.
Unclench those fists, Cream Pie. Unclench those fists.
Here you go.
And you know what? Take your time. Grab something here, because I want O&A to have to see this. I want O&A to have to see the way that you're handling this right now. And it's taking place right in front of Cream Pie.
Here you go, Cream Pie. I'm going to put it right on your eyes.
Oh, God, he just pissed on Cream Pie's picture. He just pissed. Cream Pie, come on over here. Is that something that... Oh,
get that fucking picture away from me, because you know what I do with the Cream Pie picture?
What happened?
My fucking mouth!
Well,
in my fucking mouth!
Dave just ate the pissed on Cream Pie Jones picture.
He's drinking.
And he's drinking the leftover piss out of his piss pan. He drank the leftover piss out of the piss pan after eating.
Poe, how you feeling?
Hey.
Tough guy. We found out what Poe is afraid of. Wait, hold on. Dave.
Get the fuck away from my piss. This is my shit, baby.
All right.
Get your own gimmick.
Oh, man. I heard that yesterday.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was, we are so beaten. We are so beaten because there's nothing that this guy, Eastside Dave, will not do.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, but we got Pat Duffy now. We'll explain it in a second.
Exactly, Pat Duffy.
Like, we gotta break out the heavy,
the Great White Hope.
Yeah, absolutely. We realized, and we have no problem admitting it, that Eastside Dave took our guy down within 5 minutes.
Oh, it was a pummeling.
It was like an early Mike Tyson fight.
Right there, Dave won.
Right.
But he decided to go even further.
Oh, yeah.
Even further to just show where he's willing to go.
And this is what happened.
Wait, hold on. Dave's shitting in the corner. Dave is shitting in the corner. Dave is shitting in the corner.
It's hard to keep up with all this.
It's not there. You fucking shit. Where'd that picture go?
What are they doing?
Get him a fresh picture, would you please?
No picture, goddammit.
Another picture of Cream Pie Jones, please. In case you're just tuning in, Eastside Dave had a picture printed out of Cream Pie Jones, his nemesis from the O&A show. He pissed on it, shoved it in his mouth, and drank the leftover piss from his piss pan.
His piss pan.
He wanted a challenge, didn't he? He wanted a goddamn war, right? Well, am I right? He wanted a war.
I know he did, Dave, but I don't like the shit eating.
Well, too late for that.
It really is.
I'd love a glass of water.
I can't watch. I can't be part of
It
this.
seems like the only fair thing to get him is a glass of water.
I don't think this is healthy.
I don't think it's healthy.
I think he's having trouble keeping his piss in.
You ready to look at your dream maker? Are you ready to look at your dream maker? Say you're ready.
I'm ready.
Dave just chewed up a big piece of shit. Oh, man. A nice sized nugget.
Post puking.
Hey, I threw it up a little bit. I think I need seconds.
Now he's licking.
Post puking away.
Dave chewed up his own shit nugget, and then he is licking the leftover shit off of his fingers while Poe pukes his guts out.
See, that...
there are just a few highlights. And then, of course, Eastside Dave had to kind of clean out his mouth, and then he did a shot of palm olive.
And ended
which is
up
basically
in the hospital.
Poison if you ingest it. So then he was in the hospital, and he got out very late last night. That brings us to today, where they hijacked our radio show.
Yes, they came busting in. Dave on a chain.
Yeah.
Being held by Fez Watley. And he's just here. He's here for a challenge.
Yeah.
He is here to show that he kicked ass yesterday, and we look silly. So we have bid a fond farewell to Cream Dick.
Well, no, his name is Jared. He's back to just Jared, and
Jared,
and he did what he's supposed to be doing. He just handed me my next cup of coffee.
He's getting coffee because he failed. He failed miserably,
and we're admitting that.
We had to go to the bullpen after just a trouncing and pick up our own Pat Duffy. Now, you might remember Pat Duffy. He was the one during the eggnog drinking contest when Pat from Moonachie emerged victorious. He laid down, and in order to become an intern, he laid his head over a garbage pail like it was a sink at a hair salon to get your hair washed. He was sitting in a chair, leaning his head over a garbage pail, and Pat from Moonachie projectile vomited all over his face. Gallons. It can't be described. It's on, I believe, break.com.
Go to break.com and throw in Baby
Bird, and you will see just volley after volley of vomit like it's coming out of a fire hose, splashing into your face. I was stunned watching this. And now you're going to have to do something that beats Dave.
Yes.
This, to me, I got to say...
Have some faith, Anthony. Have some faith.
I have faith but I lack confidence.
Yeah, but we're talking to Pat Duffy here. My voice is getting high.
I know.
We got Pat Duffy for the bullpen. This
is great.
But I saw what Dave is capable of. The man does not have a line. He doesn't have boundaries. He will do whatever it takes for his team. Oh, boy. See? Playing his music and everything.
Hey. What happened to the dog collar and leash? You guys are out of character.
We're here to gloat. We're here to gloat. We're on top of the world after yesterday.
Yeah?
Don't mess with Frank's place, huh?
I heard you setting up, some of the audio from the Ron and Fez show yesterday, Opie.
Yes. Very accurate.
Very accurate, except for one thing. There's no such thing as a little taste of duty. No such thing as just a little taste.
I think he's got a valid point there.
Well, Pat
It
Duffy,
was in my teeth.
Oh, God.
In my teeth.
And may still be there.
Did you have to floss out duty? That's all I need to know.
If you're on 76th Street at one point, in broad daylight at 2:30 in the afternoon, throwing up your own feces, while a fucking bus of tourists look at you and take photographs, life has gone wrong.
They're bringing back some memories to wherever they're from. That's nice. Hey, and here's what happened in New York. I saw someone throwing up his own feces.
Well, I like to think of it as they got snapshots of the Hardcore King. That's what I like.
That puts us on top of producer stunts.
Pat Duffy.
Did they have a picture of me, Dave?
They just had this blank stare.
Said, do they have a picture of me?
What?
His eyes had this blank stare.
Look at our guy. He's got a blank stare. And a weird beard, too.
Yeah.
He does have a weird beard. You got to give him the weird beard.
It's an Amish.
Now, come on. Even you guys got to give him the weird beard.
It's an Amish/Abraham Lincoln beard.
If our guy could grow a beard, it would be pretty odd. Trust me.
That's right. I don't think that's a good thing, but that's right.
Speaking of beards.
Yes.
Yeah. Want me to call my sister?
Let's not bring personal relationships into this, man.
Sorry. It just makes it that much harder. It's like the Civil War. Brother against brother.
You guys are getting Patrick Duffy very, very angry. Look at
We can tell.
Wow.
He's eyeballing Eastside Dave.
Now,
he's practically awake in here.
Patrick has something. This is now.
Yes.
And you are promising that this will shut down Dave.
I really don't think he'll do it.
This is something you don't think Dave will do.
But you're
talking to a man that ate his own shit yesterday.
True.
And by the way, we don't allow Eastside Dave to do stunts on our show. You sit there and just watch.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's in the rules.
He's an eager beaver, isn't he?
Anthony, say it again, how our guy ate his own shit. It sounds like poetry coming out of you.
You know why? I'm not saying that to compliment your guy.
What?
I am saying it to get our guy pumped up. Dude, he ate his own shit.
Right. I have something better. Fuck him. This is our house.
Wow.
You're in my house.
This is our house.
All right. Yeah.
Our house.
Love what you done with the place.
Our house.
I remember this house.
Yeah. You're a guest here.
This is our house. We got everyone evicted.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jesus Christ. Really sorry about that one.
We're going to go there, are we?
Well, John Manilli's convinced of it, so what the hell?
Now, you were told yesterday or asked to come up with something for today.
Right. Jared called me later in the day saying, I don't know what to do. I can't top Dave. You have to help
Jared's me. Just...
is that the same Jared from Subway?
Yes, he should be, anyway.
I thought he was.
Hey, it's not about Jared. We already admitted defeat with Jared, okay?
Jared was just, that was a fluke. We saw him coming up in the minors, thought he had something. Once he got in front of the major leaguer here, it was all over very quickly.
He kind of pulled a Mark Fidrich on us. Eastside Dave, you can understand that reference, right?
I love the bird.
Yeah, the bird was
Thank
wonderful.
you, Mr. Opie.
But he flamed out fast, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of happened to Cream Pie Jones yesterday.
The embarrassment of Cream Pie will just go down in history on this show.
Yeah.
But Patrick Duffy.
Yes, and I am ready.
All right, he's ready. I'm so curious. Opie, do you know what he's going to do?
Oh, yeah.
And you have confidence.
Oh, yeah. Chocolate rain.
Wow. All right.
Now, we were going to do the Diary of Super Soaker.
Right. We were going to take a super soaker, fill it with diarrhea, and then like how you use turpentine, we use piss to really thin it out a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
And then just squirt him in the face, mouth, just so he's taking a bath. Bath in his own feces.
But honestly,
that would be pretty good.
Honestly, after what we heard yesterday, we kind of have realized that's kind of hack if you're doing duty wars.
We got to relinquish that.
Yeah, it was a bit hack.
Wouldn't the real stunt be getting the diarrhea into the super soaker, not being hit with it?
That's kind of rough. I think he'd have to do that himself, load it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's going to do. All
right, Pat.
I don't know.
People are calling you the Roger Clemens.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness
gracious.
Of all the dramatic things, just watching Patrick Duffy here in the studio. Goodness gracious.
Pat, what do you got for Eastside Dave?
All right. So I described this idea to my brother yesterday, and he almost threw up in his mouth just me describing
Just the description.
Just the description. He couldn't do it. He couldn't handle it.
I understand.
All right, Dave.
All right.
Sleeping with his brother.
This right here is a piece of genuine golden retriever dog shit. Okay?
It's in a little baggie.
It looks like
looks like it has some grass clippings in it.
in the grass for about
Give
a
it the
day.
Fezzy. The Fezzy,
I'll examine.
Fezzy, we want to keep this fair. We want you to acknowledge that that's what you're looking at.
Yes.
Golden retriever.
We got to keep this fair.
That is dog duty.
All right, very good.
It does look like it's...
All right, very good.
It does look like it's been in the yard for a while.
All right.
Genuine golden retriever dog shit.
Looks delicious.
Courtesy of Bub.
Courtesy of Bub.
Yeah.
By the way, you're not going to see our guy going to the hospital.
Oh.
Fuck that. I don't have health insurance.
All right.
Our guy doesn't even have health insurance.
Yeah,
man.
So there.
You got us there. He treats himself, man.
Okay.
And this is a toothbrush. And combine these two, and I will brush my teeth with dog shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
That's pretty good.
Game on!
That's pretty good.
Game on!
It was in my stomach.
Iraq.
That's it?
Hey. I sense he's punking out. He's bringing
absolutely.
back. He's bringing back what he did. We're talking a whole new ballgame. This is the World Series. You might have won Game 1. We're at Game 2 now, bitch.
Oh, my goodness.
and it's easy to eat your own shit.
It's like last comic standing, too.
He's got to stick up for his man.
You know something? This could be made even more disgusting.
How so?
I was just informed. E-Rock brought his own toothbrush. Now, we all know
Oh, my God.
that there are problems that E-Rock has in his mouth.
Look, the team's working together now, man. You
That
guys
I
are
used
fucked.
this morning before the show. It's still
The halitosis kid?
Yeah.
You will admit, Fezzy, right? Want to keep it fair above the table that he has really awful breath.
Oh, God, yeah. You would think he has two asses.
His breath is hardcore.
Now, what is going to happen when you start brushing and most people spit out the toothpaste? Will there be any swallowing?
Of course.
Oh, wow, we lost
will
somebody.
end up
We lost
in
somebody over there in the darkness.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Duty wars are on, my friend.
Duty wars continue.
Duty wars continue.
Can we liquefy the duty a little bit?
Maybe with a little...
Just a little water. Maybe you put water in the bag and squish it around a little bit.
Go in the bathroom.
Just
Why
a little.
water? Why not something that comes out of a human to maybe...
My original idea was to brush my teeth with shit and rinse my mouth out with piss.
Wow.
Have some dignity.
What were your parents' original idea?
Well, my dad's listening right now. I told him not to tell my mom.
Yeah,
so.
listen. A little water.
Make a paste out of it.
Just paste, though. Yeah.
Not a soup.
Not
we
a
want
soup.
paste.
Yeah, sure, if you need to dilute your poop, huh, Dave?
No, Fezzy.
Purely so it adheres to the brush better.
Look, this is
and
purely
smears on his teeth.
This is purely for the video.
It's like reactivator.
Unlike you guys, we know how to make videos, so people could see this and enjoy it over and over again.
What the hell's a video?
Video.
Okay, it's a cup. The duty is going to go in a cup with a little bit of water.
Just the water. All right. Fez, you want to supervise?
Very little bit. Very little bit of water.
That's it. All right.
It's just got to make a little paste out of it.
Push it down.
Just
Now,
enough water to loosen it up.
Here goes the golden retriever.
That had a thud.
Oh, God.
Into the cup.
Now mush it up into a nice pasty consistency. Does it stink really bad, E-Rock?
Yeah.
Wait, let me stop.
Maybe we ought to keep it in the bathroom.
It's very sour.
Don't bring that towards me. I swear I'll kill you.
Whoa.
You're going to have to do that. Patrick Duffy. Patrick Duffy. Don't move any further, Patrick Duffy.
I smelled it, Fezzy. Got to keep it fair. You got to
Do it over by
I'll give it a whiff.
Fezzy's got to smell too. We got to keep it fair. Got to make sure.
Use E-Rock's mic.
We want to make sure everyone
Freshen it up.
understands there's no trickery today.
Oh. Does your retriever have cancer?
Oh, boy.
Dave, would you like to maybe smell that?
No.
I'd love to.
No.
Oh,
Why? What's wrong?
He's not sabotaging us today. I understand this man more than you think.
Oh, he'll probably grab it and drink the whole thing down and go, yeah, I just...
And by the way,
were you going to do that? Were you planning on that? Oh, motherfucker.
And by the way, this has nothing to do with the surprise I have for you personally.
Okay.
Wow.
It should be a check, Dave.
I want you living in fear.
Birthday card?
A large check.
Thank you.
I will finally acknowledge that you're married. How's that?
Ooh. Thank you.
All right, let's. What we got going?
Where is the lovely...
she?
There she is.
All right, what do we got there, Pat?
The lovely...
You ready to go?
Eastside.
Wait, let me see it again.
It's my apartment, too, Mr. Anthony.
Look how pretty.
Oh,
God.
Oh, it looks like chocolate rain.
Oh,
just look, Ann, from here.
No.
Look.
Oh, God damn it. Rich is puking.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, fuck, it stinks. Okay.
All right, get a
I just
garbage
smelled
pail.
it.
Get a garbage pail.
Oh, fuck. That stinks real bad.
Should we do this in the bathroom or what? Or do it right here? Do it in front of Anthony.
Fuck you. Get away from me. I don't like shit wars. It's collateral.
Since when?
I'm a refugee in a shit war. I don't know where to go. Oh, here it is.
All right, well.
I'm not doing this good.
All right, E-Rock is now handing over his smell. Can I smell your toothbrush?
Oh, God damn, are you a glutton for punishment?
Well, I want to... Bezzy, if you will.
Sure.
Trying to keep it fair.
Want me to put it behind my bad ear?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I can put some bad ear gook on it.
Do it.
Does E-Rock have cancer?
That is brutal. Wait.
I have some bad ear.
Eastside, we got something. You've never smelled what's behind. What's your name?
Rich Voss.
Oh, Rich Voss. Rich Voss's ear.
No, I have never smelled that.
Hold on. He has a cyst, and it kind of leaks this goo. It kind of smells like grape jelly if you kind of let it rot. And this smell has taken men down.
Oh, here you go.
People have passed out smelling this. People have puked because of this.
It's a good one.
Holy fucking shit! I think Voss should be in this competition.
At least his ear.
Fuck Pat Duffy.
Oh, yeah. He's like Dave just took a couple jabs to the face.
What did it smell like?
I'm still standing. It smelled like fucking demon shit.
You took a couple jabs right to the noggin, my friend.
That was a good one, huh?
Don't mess with us. I've seen many people puke doing exactly what you did, and I've seen people hit the ground.
Yep.
Is it still smelling?
Yeah, I can put it on the toothbrush if you want.
No, have Pat Duffy smell it.
Pat, just smell it.
It's not so bad.
I think it's got a very quick half-life. Don't get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. I don't play that shit.
What is that exactly? That's ear wax?
No, it's from behind. It's the ear oil.
He has a cyst behind his ear, and he
leaking.
It leaks this goopy pussy shit.
Like the Valdez.
Right,
you still got more on there?
On the right, yeah. There's still enough to put on the toothbrush.
Yeah, no, dig more. I kind of like the Eastside Dave reaction.
I don't know if I had that much left. It's running out.
All right, let's.
It's almost running out.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
I'll suck your fucking finger!
He just licked the finger.
Your fucking finger.
No, he did. Yes, he did.
Let me go down on your finger.
Oh, yes,
Give me your fucking finger. Let me go down on it like a man.
Oh, God, he sucked the finger that he...
What the hell?
Oh, God, he's going to puke.
Oh, he's puking, though.
He's puking. Look out, watch it. Oh, God damn.
You're not as cocky now, huh, sir?
Keep it together, Mad Dog.
Oh, my God. That is fucking sick.
Were you doing a little rope-a-dope there?
He grabbed Voss's finger and sucked it. That is the disgusting ear finger.
Will I ever have clean breath again?
Did you before?
Shit and piss. Voss's finger.
All right.
How does the beautiful Casey kiss you like that?
There wasn't any last night. Mr.
No,
Anthony.
huh? No kissing?
No.
Sorry to hear that. Pat Duffy's girlfriend is in studio now, too, so.
I'm about to brush my teeth with dog shit. You want to make out? All right.
All right.
Wait, make out or?
Yeah, tongue and everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
With dog shit.
Here's the toothbrush.
All right, here we go.
And
Boss rub this behind his ear or what?
No, there's nothing left.
Nothing left.
Nothing left.
No.
Fuck balls.
Now he's scooping up a nice big heaping helping. Did you practice this at
Sam,
all?
get this on camera.
Did you practice this at all?
Oh, my God.
Shit.
All right.
No.
Is that actually on the...
damn.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wait,
God
what are we
damn.
looking at? It's
Oh,
very
God
straight.
damn.
Oh, my...
It's dog shit that's been out in the yard with a couple grass clippings in it. Perhaps a dung beetle or two.
There's no way he's doing this.
Oh, shit.
No way. Look, the hand's already over a garbage pail.
Ready?
Yeah. Well, look right at Eastside Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Bring it.
All right.
Oh, he's brushing his teeth with dog shit. Oh, God damn. Oh, God damn, no.
Get the molars.
Damn it. Listen, wait, get the brushing on Mike. Get the brushing on Mike. What do you think, Rich? Why are you over there, man?
I'm puking from here.
Oh, God. How's that taste?
Dave, anything?
You want me to brush my teeth?
No. You can do whatever you want on your show.
Okay.
Wow. He just brushed his teeth with dog shit from the yard. Oh, man. How did we get to this point?
Duty
the escalation.
wars.
The
Duty
escalation
wars.
this war is taking.
No one wins a duty war.
No.
Only on radio.
Duty.
It feels like sand in
And
my
next
mouth.
week on
It's
Two and a Half Men.
Yeah. Duty wars.
Oh.
He's the real deal, Dave.
I'll give
He's
Pat
the real deal.
Duffy a minimum amount of credit for at least putting the duty in his mouth and trying to make his teeth hygienic with it. But in the end, duty on the teeth or duty in the stomach?
Nah, you swallow it and it's gone.
Okay.
You ate that duty?
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
He's somewhat at my level now.
But
somewhat.
Oh, you heard that. You heard that. You heard that.
Somewhat.
You want to do the staple thing just as a goof?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to be impressed, Fezzi. Let's not lie.
I think I won.
One?
Yes, I think
Duty for duty. This guy ate shit.
We have a new leader.
Let me tell you something else, too.
I mean, yes, Patrick Duffy now has a winning smile.
But it was your own shit, Dave.
I think that makes it more. Human shit is about 30 times more disease than dog shit.
But it's your shit.
Yeah, Dave.
This is
Boss,
a dog.
you got number 2 in you?
This is an animal's shit.
Yeah, Dave.
Well, I don't think I have a number 2 on me.
Yeah,
in years.
Yeah, Dave.
This is a dog's shit. Yours
right.
was good. You know, you ate whatever it was. It was your body chemicals that broke it down to the point that it was shit, but it was your shit. It came out of your asshole.
Right.
This came out of a dog.
Dogs are so small and delightful. I could eat dog shit as snacks.
Hey,
delightful.
We all acknowledge how gross that piece of shit was, though.
That was from a Great Dane, too.
Yeah.
Golden Retriever.
Well, whatever.
Golden Retriever.
You want to staple your nutsack to your leg?
Sure.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
I got it all over here already.
Yeah, and this is just him kind of warming up.
I read on FBA last night that Duffy is O&A's only hope against Eastside Dave. So
It really is.
Yeah.
Really is.
You made people forget about Cream Pie Jones today. That's all I know.
Wow. Yeah, who?
And by not allowing Dave to do anything on our show, we're the winners for the next couple hours.
For a while, maybe.
It makes us feel good.
But I doubt it.
Oh, boy. So now you're going to staple your nutsack?
Sure.
To your leg.
Well, Dave has no tolerance for pain, so I know he won't do that.
That is true. You are a screamer.
I like to scream to symbolize the pain that I'm going through.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Yeah, but a simple whack on your ass, and you're screaming like a girl.
Mick Foley screams when he falls off through the hell of the cell.
Remember?
What? That make him?
Remember when he was in the studio getting spanked was by me.
That's true. That's true.
Yes,
wow, this
you were the
rivalry
big
goes
man
back.
spanking the naked guy's ass. Yes.
This rivalry
Hurrah!
does
I'm
go
emotional.
back away.
I'm expressive.
Is that it?
That's all I'm doing. I'm emoting things.
We're at a good place right now. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling a lot better than I did.
I'm feeling good with our guy. Thank God we went to the bullpen today.
I'm feeling so much better.
Yes. Shooting dope somewhere going, I was somebody a day ago.
He got us coffee.
By the way, we have done a lot of things for the Pal Talk audience in the past. We have 600 people in the room.
That's it?
Watching this.
Should be more.
Well, you know something? Pal Talk community, it's very limited. They're an elite group.
Yeah.
Day-to-day basis, you're pretty good with 200, 250 people. 600 people
600
in here.
people.
Watching shit.
No.
Watching someone brush their teeth.
Our guy.
Right.
Our guy.
Right. All right. There goes Duffy washing it down a little bit.
What does it taste like?
Shit.
What does shit taste like?
Chicken.
A little tangy
and gritty.
You know,
gritty.
It tastes like it smells. If that makes any sense.
But ants, that's a brilliant question because you always say, "What does it taste like?" Shit, but
Tastes like
none of us
shit.
really know what shit tastes
No one
like.
knows. Dave, would you like to
More and
maybe?
more in this room, though.
What
Right.
what does your shit taste like?
I would say
Failure.
cupcakes
And broken dreams.
from the anus of a retarded person.
All right. That's a good way to put it, I guess.
That's the way I see it anyway, Mr. Anthony.
Look at Casey. Dave, stay strong. I have faith.
She does, doesn't
Dave
she?
is strong.
Backing
Dave
you up
ingested crap
completely.
yesterday, not just
At
rubbed it
this
around his
point-
mouth.
At this point, that's a distant memory.
Shit, piss, paper, and soap.
So
Don't forget the paper.
When your wife got the call that you were in the hospital, she goes, did he eat shit again? Again.
all right, I like this.
Yeah.
We're in a good place.
Game on.
Game on.
All right.
How do you follow?
Stapler, there he goes. Well, this is how you follow it. Oh, Christ, here he goes.
Good thing I wore clean underwear.
We're not just
Yeah.
unit, I hope.
I have no idea how he's going to do
Hold
this.
my clothes.
What's that?
No.
Oh, he's getting his girlfriend over there.
That's his lovely
I
girlfriend.
would have to say X.
Yeah. He,
Wait, could you guys kiss really fast? Just...
oh, Christ. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That's pretty fucking good.
On her part.
Yeah.
She's not in this fucking competition.
That is a team effort.
That was the halftime show. You relax. That was one. All right, Pat.
Ready?
Oh,
Here's
God.
my balls and stuff.
My balls and stuff.
Holy fuck, he's not circumcised.
It's very cold in here.
Oh, come on. That is just...
Oh! Oh, fuck. He just stapled.
No, he's pissed off because he can't get it stuck to his leg.
What, do you got a steel scrotum?
I'm telling you, man.
I was using a little piece of paper.
We
got to stabilize it.
We found our man.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Right now, some woman in the secretarial pool is going, "Where's my stapler?"
Oh, God damn.
How do you feel about that, Dave?
Jesus.
I don't know.
It says Eastside Dave sucks at life.
Yeah.
It is now stapled, that paper, to his yam bag.
He stapled his balls to his leg.
Pat Iron Nuts Duffy, they're calling him now. A lot of new names coming out.
Oh, Duffy there's a lot of Duffy chants on Pal Talk right now.
Is your balls bleeding? Does it start to bleed
It's
from that?
starting to sting a little.
Duffy, don't puke.
Oh, I don't puke.
Well played.
He's trying to pull out the staples.
Oh.
Does he?
Old leather sack.
Should we get him a staple remover?
You're impressed, aren't you?
Oh.
A little bit, right? A little bit.
Wow, look at it.
The kid's got gumption. He's an up-and-comer. He's no Eastside Dave.
I find the uncircumcised cock more disgusting.
Why? Are you more of a clipped man yourself?
I absolutely am.
That looked like a terrorist. His cock looked
That's Mohammed Atta.
On the no-fly list.
Looked like an anteater. Looking for some ants there. All right.
Well,
I think I won.
Yeah, the slow clap.
Oh.
Keep it slower.
I think he showed his worthiness and his dedication to the Opie and Anthony show in challenging Eastside Dave, brushing his teeth with dog shit, stapling his ball bag. Just a wonderful day for sport.
That's right.
This battle has taken on a whole new life.
To be continued.
We finally have a brave warrior in our midst.
I've been wanting to do this
Patrick
for a long
Duffy.
time.
And Duffy,
Yes.
you are working on other stunts, right? Don't underestimate this kid.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate him.
Always remember that he has no fear.
He has a nice resume.
Eastside Dave has no fear, but you, my friend,
I have no fear as well.
I know you can battle him. You can battle him.
The war has just begun.
Oh, jeez, Dave.
That's why this kid here, Eastside Dave's on the top of his game.
Does he not?
He doesn't
not
have
the,
a stop
Not
button.
the same energy as he had on the Ron Fez show.
He doesn't have a...
Just begun.
He doesn't have a stop button. Just ask the fine folks at Palmolive.
At this point, I have one thing to say.
Oh,
what is he doing?
He's taking his shoe off. Oh, he's beating himself over the head with his own shoe.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Easy, Mad Dog.
Yeah,
Holy
That's
Jesus,
really
he's
impressive.
crazy.
Eastside Dave will answer each and every challenge as it comes along.
Oh, boy, chewing the shoe. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
he's
impressive.
eating his own
Oh,
shoe.
boy. Wow.
He is crazy.
Yeah,
you got to
crazy.
give him that.
We'll give you that.
He's what was that?
You wouldn't let him near the poop paste.
What was that?
Look at
that.
Now he's just
Eastside
stapling
Dave is
his head.
stapling paper to his face.
And it says Eastside Dave loves the cock.
So, and he has stapled it to his face.
Yeah, so, and you know.
Wow. Okay. These guys are just out for blood now.
Yeah.
Pat Duffy, by the way.
By the way, I have just one other thing to say.
Get out of our house!
Get out!
Get out! Get the fuck out of our house!
The real stunts happen in Frank's place. We all know that.
Go back to your closet.
We all know it.
The champ leaves victorious.
Yeah, sure you do. Goodbye.
There they go. Well, there goes Eastside Dave.
Let me just say one thing.
Yes.
This interview is over.
Oh, shit. That's it. There they go.
Hit our music.
Leaving in our music. Leaving in defeat, mind you.
Get out!
In defeat.
With more resolve than ever.
Oh. You better go before your music ends. You'll look pretty silly standing there in silence.
Good point.
Goodbye,
There they go.
Goodbye.
Fez Whatley and Eastside Dave. They came to look at a true champion, a true warrior in Patrick Duffy. I didn't think he had it in him. And now he does. Dog shit.
He should be like Caesar now. Duffy.
Brushing his teeth with
Yes.
dog shit.
And
Beat
swallowing it.
Beat that.
And then stapling papers to his
by
ball
the way,
bag and face.
there was some swallowing. You said there would be swallowing
He
involved.
swallowed the dog
which
shit.
kind of like I think that trumps Eastside Dave swallowing.
Yeah.
Because it's dog shit.
I did
dog
swallow
shit.
the shit of another
His
species.
girlfriend's standing there
Yep.
going, what a catch.
There's only one other thing to do. Chocolate red. Chocolate red.
Oh, chocolate rain.
All right.
Rock, do you want to have a bad breath contest?
Hey, come on, you got a little win under your belt there, Duffy. Don't go for a loss right now.
And are you working on some other things? Sure. Because I know this isn't over.
No, it's far from over.
We can't get cocky. We can't get cocky at this point.
Cocky.
We can't get cocky.
Duty.
All right. We're going to take a break. And we're going to continue.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I do have a special surprise for Eastside Dave that has nothing to do with this.
All right.
I want him living in fear.
I can't wait.
It's Opie and Anthony. Yeah. Oh, we've been re-energized today thanks to Pat Duffy. It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Rich Voss, who is going to become a father on Monday.
Monday, yes.
Yeah.
Monday.
A deity. Another one.
Can we do something with Bonnie's placenta? We might need it.
I'll find out. I don't know if they let you leave the hospital with that.
Probably not.
No, they let you leave the hospital with that.
Really? I mean,
yeah, and then like women, they put in their ice boxes. Oh yeah,
it's good for stem cell.
It's and supposedly it's good luck to just have a little piece.
Really?
Swear to God, women call up.
What, to eat?
They know
it?
what I'm talking about. Yeah, you eat a little piece.
Who eats
Supposedly it brings good luck. The family.
Good
like
luck.
You, your wife. I don't know. Yeah.
That would be pretty huge.
They'll call. I'm telling you, they've done some crazy things.
Pat Duffy ate some placenta.
The placenta, sometimes they bury it in the yard and use it as fertilizer for a tree, and then that tree is like represents the your baby's life and stuff. There's all sorts of crap they do. Yeah. There's recipe books and everything. Yeah.
What's more disgusting than shit?
See, there are placenta recipes online. Thank you.
No way.
Cigars and scotch. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's almost creepy eating.
They'll call. The women will call, and
I can see if you plant a tree or something. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
The placenta tree planted in Israel or something. They always plant a tree in Israel for some. Israel's got to have a lot of trees.
Wait, is that really something that happens?
Yeah. Jews always do that. We planted it, like when we had our first kids, my first daughter, my aunt, it says, we planted a tree in your daughter's name. Oh, we don't want a tree. Send us cash.
A tree?
Yeah, they always plant a tree in Israel.
In Israel?
Comedy Central, one year for a Christmas present, they planted a tree in my name in Israel. Oh, yeah, good. Really?
A lot of trees, you're right.
There's a lot of trees.
I was saying it's like we have Gladiators. The two shows.
Oh, yeah.
And Pat Duffy is our warrior. That's how we settle things.
Look,
with our warrior.
And I'll say it again. We underestimated Eastside Dave. We can acknowledge that.
Yeah, we did.
But we're not going to take this lying down.
But now we know what level we have to battle on.
We had Pat Duffy waiting in the wings. We knew this kid had something. We just didn't know what. And we finally broke him out today.
Mm-hmm.
Broke him out. That baby bird thing was...
Oh, yeah.
Child's play. We're learning. And there they go again. Duffy. See, I know.
They're digging him.
They're digging him on Pal Talk. Oh, wow. One Eastside Dave. Cute. Duffy.
Rodney Duffy.
And remember the show that brought you chocolate.
I don't know what that song means, and it annoys me.
All right, let's go to Lindsay in Connecticut. Lindsay, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to confirm, Opie, that you're right. People do the most disgusting things with the placenta. They plant it, they eat it, like placenta parmesan. It's revolting.
Placenta parmesan.
Well, why do they eat it like that?
Eat that shit.
Giving thing, it's like, symbolic of like the whole life-giving thing, the birth of
the circle of life.
Yeah, exactly. It's just disgusting.
I feel like Anthony Hopkins eating it.
It's disgusting.
See, I'm telling you right there. See, Rich, you're going to have to take a little nibble on the placenta.
I want to see if she gives birth between 6 and 11, I'm going to try to call. Or definitely at least try to record it to bring it in, right? The sound.
Well,
you should get the screams,
I got to tell you, Anthony and I have been doing this bit, trying to do this bit for over a decade, and now, the hospitals have pretty much shut it down, but we've been trying to get people that have videotaped births to, give us the audio so we can play it on the air. The wife just screaming and cursing and
what stops it?
Well, now the hospitals, for the most part, I don't think let you film the birth anymore.
I don't know.
Or videotape the birth.
How will they know if I have a mini disc recorder in my?
Well, they wouldn't.
Well, God bless you. Let's
do that.
Try to get it done. I would love. That would be awesome audio for the show. Bonnie giving birth to your child, your third child.
Let's make sure, at least giving birth to a child. And then,
Yes. God bless.
God bless. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in the mini disc recorder. With the little discs.
Yeah, I want to hear screaming.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear that pain. Because in the movies and TV shows, it's always the same.
Yeah.
The baby birth scene. I don't know how actresses even do that anymore. It's so hack. Push, keep push. It's coming. Shut up. Hate the baby scene. So I don't know in real life if it's like that. You ever sit in on your other two grown adult children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my ex-wife had the babies, but she already had a kid. I think it was easier for her.
Yeah.
Because, after you have a couple, you just drop them.
Then they just kind of fall out.
They fly out, shoot them out.
Bonnie's got to be pretty tight, though, right? She hasn't had a kid.
Especially with me. It's not like I'm loosening that up.
And I've seen Rich Voss's penis as well.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No, not live, on a picture.
Yeah, well.
On a picture.
Well, the story goes, and it's in Norton's book, by the way. It made Norton's book.
My penis?
Happy Endings, yeah.
No.
Like, Voss decided to take some Cialis, and then he decided that his penis looked really good, that he needed a picture. And he took a picture of it, and then, he had to show all his friends. I got the pleasure during a round of golf. That was very nice. Thank
he tricks you into it.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He goes, check out. I want to show you this picture. It's really cool, and you don't know what it is. So you look at it, and it's him, like, grabbing the base of his cock. Like, oh, Jesus, Rich.
Yeah.
Hey, show that to people.
That was the picture that got me a free gram.
Yeah. Hey, Matt from Queensbury. I've seen shows where the ladies all get together and eat the placenta at a luncheon. There you go.
No.
I'm telling you.
Can't believe it.
We got Steve from California, if you don't believe me.
Is that luncheon in a village in Uganda?
Yeah. That's the only way I'll believe that, if they're starving.
Okay.
And they eat the baby, too.
Okay. Steve, you're going to have to hold on a minute, because I always ask myself, where is my line? Like, I was digging smelling the dog shit this morning and smelling E-Rock's brush. I could do that. Because back in the day, I was a bit of a stunt boy myself, not to the level of these guys. So I got it in me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just found my edge.
What?
Bastard from Oklahoma has a really good idea, and it just sent shivers throughout my entire body. Bastard, Oklahoma, go ahead.
Hey, what you got to do is get Voss to bring that baby in the studio. For the first 2 or 3 days, they ship the sticky black stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but it is the worst stuff in the world.
Newborn baby shit.
Oh,
This contest is going to go to baby diapers. really
Newborn
quickly.
baby shit.
And this is
diaper.
This is my line. We got a lot of babies in my family, and this is what I can't handle: the smell of someone else.
Wow, that's bad. Okay,
The smell
that's bad.
of someone else's babies.
Baby shit.
Baby shit. It is. It brings tears to my eyes.
Duffy, what would you think about eating a diaper full of newborn baby shit?
And look, we're
thumbs up. He's thumbing up over here.
We're playing our hand. This isn't good.
I have a 2-year-old niece, and I actually was gonna bring her full diaper in over the dog shit, so I'm prepared to do that as well.
Well, we'll see what Ron and Fez have. Oh, by the way, don't rip us off. That one's ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, why do we play our hand?
No baby diaper eating.
And his, when he said his family, I thought he was going to go, I have an 8-year-old niece whose diaper. Is a 2-year-old supposed to be in diaper still?
Yeah, really.
She's getting out of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, how about an 80-year-old?
Hey, we all understood what was going on there. We were just, trying to move on, Voss. Jesus.
I have a baby diaper, like you're saying. It's almost like the soup, right? It's like the soup type of... What
would be worse, that or an incontinent old person's diaper?
I think I gotta go with baby diaper, man.
Baby diapers, pretty disgusting.
By the way, anyone else noticing what we could get away with on satellite radio when no one's working anymore at XM?
Yeah, no one cares.
I mean, no one... Not one phone call, not one email.
Thank God.
They don't even know if they have jobs, so let the boys go. Let them just have fun.
Baby shit is like roofing tar. It sticks to everything.
Oh, my God.
So it'll stick to the roof of your mouth like peanut butter.
It's like hash oil.
Hash oil. Remember hash oil? Yeah.
Let's get all this out of the way before the merger happens, and then we got to go back to doing, responsible radio, because then we're going to have bosses again. Steve in California, what's up? Steve.
Hey, actually, my family and I actually ate the placenta of our last child.
There you go.
No.
Why?
I'm telling you, Anthony, you got to believe.
What would be the reason?
This is happening.
Yeah, why? Why?
It's like you guys said, or like that lady said, it's kind of a tradition, a blessing of the child, blah, 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 good luck thing. And by the way, the baby diaper thing, that black stuff is called meconium, and it is actually a poison that the baby is shitting out.
Oh, good. So it's a little bit of poison, so we got a little threat, little danger in there. That's nice.
I'm thinking the...
Oh.
It's pretty disgusting.
Why? Who talked you into eating that placenta? Because it wasn't your fucking idea, dude. Come on.
Anthony, I have to say you're absolutely right, as always. No, that was my wife's idea. As a matter of fact, I called in one time and said that we had 5 kids, and Jimmy described my wife's vagina as a hoodie, I believe.
Hoodie.
But wait a second now. How did you cook it? Like, did you put it in spaghetti sauce? What do you do? How do you cook it?
Yeah, how do you make it delectable?
Actually, boss, I don't know. It was this whole traditional ceremonial bullshit that my wife and a bunch of her friends did, and they had it cooked up kind of like steak. It tasted like a combination of steak and liver.
Did you sit around like candles and five pointed stars?
No.
It's too creepy. Isn't that creepy? Didn't you feel weird?
Hey, we're getting lots of reports that the meconium, whatever it's called, isn't that bad. Doesn't smell that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but it's pretty disgusting.
I want the green variety.
Green baby shit.
That you find in baby diapers.
Well, the baby doesn't...
You guys need to wait about a month. Wait a month or two until after...
I think a 2-year-old is perfect.
Yeah.
I think a 2-year-old is perfect.
Because the baby doesn't start eating for 6 weeks or something?
Yeah.
Real food?
They got to eat.
Yeah, I'm hearing that meconium is not that bad. I don't know how some of our listeners know that, but...
But what about the breast milk dumps they take? What about those?
No, I think we'll do some with baby diapers if we have to.
Well, we just get a bunch of them. And mix them together.
Well, there you have it. So placenta, I don't need to see a picture of meconium. Oh, my God.
What did they show you?
Oh, my God.
That looks like Jim Norton's book.
It's on his chest.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it looks like hash.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
It's like you could smoke that under a glass. Look at that.
Yeah.
What?
All right, we're going to change gears. Thank God. We're going to finally change
let's get off of this shit.
Lewis Black, everyone. Lewis.
I always like to follow placenta.
Placenta and baby shit talk. That's wonderful, isn't it?
And now your next act.
Yeah, now coming to the stage.
How are you, Lewis?
Well, apparently the sun is shining here.
Where are you?
I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah, we're in a monsoon over here in New York, and
is it raining like crazy?
Well, apparently a window broke in my basement, and water poured into my basement. So I got that to deal with once I get home.
Yeah, and it's nice.
Wonderful.
Homeowner, isn't it?
Yeah, the second you're a homeowner, you can't just call the landlord and yell at him. I couldn't anyway when I was renting because I never paid the rent.
And knowing you're Mr. Fix-It.
Well, I used to be. I used to be really good at that. I had the heating guy over yesterday, and he was doing just basic service that they do every year on the burner and everything. Yeah. And I asked him, I said, do you have filters for the air conditioning units for the blowers? And he goes, no, that's the air conditioning guy. He goes, you just got to go down and buy them, and you pop them in. I go, no. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I told him that. I've popped in my last fucking air conditioning filter. And he looked at me like, oh, you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but you did it for a long time.
I did it long enough. And it's the easiest thing to do. It really is simple. But I don't want to go in my attic. I don't want to know my house has an attic. I don't care. I want a guy to go up there and come down and go, your filters are in, sir. That's how I roll now.
Well.
I'm a fancy man.
Hey, Lewis, what are you doing?
Lewis, you don't change your own filters either. Stop it.
I don't know how. I can't put up a picture. Okay? Don't tell me they're studs. Don't tell me they're studs. Okay? I don't know where they are.
You got to knock on the wall until something, and then
I don't do hearing tests.
and then you know there's a stud there.
You don't know there's a stud. I have missed every stud in every apartment I've ever lived in.
That's what the picture's for, to hide all the holes from searching for the studs.
Exactly.
Who hasn't broken out the toothpaste right before you move? Just plug up some holes. Hey, Lewis, what have you been up to?
I'm writing a book.
Yeah, you're gonna finally talk about like the voyeur bus.
I was going to let Norton do that, so he'd have an extra chapter.
You're not proud of the voyeur bus, are you?
What do you mean proud? Of course, I'm proud of the voyeur bus.
Norton
for 6 months.
Norton's version in Happy Endings is very, very good. Yes,
yes.
We're hoping to read your take someday.
You will.
You're trying to be legit, aren't you?
All you guys are authors now.
Yeah. What are you writing a book about?
I'm writing a book that's going to pretty much end my career. It's about religion.
Oh, boy. Here we go. That's it.
You know how well that plays.
Call up the Catholic League.
Oh, yeah, boy. That's, no, it's going to be, I don't know, it was a real good idea to do that, wasn't it?
I predict a nice, uplifting, spiritual book by Lewis about religion.
It is. It's my conversion.
Nothing sarcastic or cynical or nothing like that.
Yeah, it's just about how I accepted Christ into my life.
Right. Exactly.
I've got one chapter in particular that's just, I wrote it and I've got to put it in, and that's the end of it. That's really the end of that one.
What do you do? You turn on TV and go, there is no God? Is that how you come up with this crap?
What? With this crap?
No.
What do you mean? Why are you calling his writing crap,
No, the religious stuff, not his writing, the religious. Oh, you guys didn't get it. Jesus, I'm not throwing nothing out.
You think Lewis Black's writing is crap?
Wow,
No, I think
Lewis.
he's brilliant.
I want to apologize for Rich Voss, who's just bashing you, your act, your book.
It would bother me, but Rich doesn't know how to read.
Oh.
Say anything.
Rich did come in here and go, what was the joke?
Listen.
What was the joke? Go ahead.
Call back on a bad joke.
A callback on a bad joke that we decided to let you slide for. But now that you're trashing Lewis Black's
I didn't say one negative thing about Lewis Black. I have nothing but positive.
What did you say about Jim Norton's book?
I haven't read it. I just got it. I'm going to read it tonight.
But you said Jim Norton wrote his first book.
He finally wrote his first book.
And you...
I just read my first book. See, that's kind of funny now. Later in the day, that gets a little funnier. But nothing. I went to the Comedy Central wrap-up last year, and Lewis Black killed, just destroyed. And I even told him that as I was kissing him.
Hey, man, it's a bit. Can't you keep it going? The people were enjoying it. Jesus.
I know.
Way to tear down the wall. So, Lewis, what's going to be... I'm interested in this religious thing. So, what is going to be the basic gist of this book?
The basic gist of this book is, you believe in something that's really great. Now, shut up. Okay, have your belief and keep it to yourself. Nobody's interested. If it really works, then it works for you. Nobody can. You don't need me to come along and go, oh yeah, boy, I agree with you too. Screw you. Every one of these religions is out of its mind in its own way. And I've just been reading about Mormonism, and they win. They are completely crazed.
The Mormons? Yeah, they got a wacky story behind their whole religion, don't they?
Gold plates discovered in the early 1820s.
Wait, what's the gold plate thing?
That was Joseph Smith discovered these gold plates, led there by the prophet Moroni,
As in macro?
and he discovers, and from that he wrote the Book of Mormon, and that the tribes of Israel, two of the tribes ended up coming over here,
United States,
and one was the and one group was the whites who were here, and the Indians, and the Indians were of course the bad group, and it's just the story goes on, and it's insane.
And they had to be wiped out. And isn't it that he was the only one that could decipher what was on these things?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever he told people, they had to believe because no one else could really figure out what was said.
Yeah, no, exactly. And when I was as I've been writing the book, in the middle of it, I thought, you know what I should have just written is my own religious book. Just come up with some hooey.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, well, yeah, but,
That's how Scientology did it.
Yeah, Scientology did it. Any of them, in a sense, do it.
What do you do? Do you follow any religion? Are you a practicing Jew?
Oh, yeah, boy, yeah, that really worked for me. That's a real good one. Yeah, that's one. Really loving God there. He's a real treat.
Yeah, let me just have my people suffer for thousands and thousands of years, and then they got to still, adhere to many of my rules.
Yeah, you get the first guy who worships you, you tell him to bring you the kid so that you can smote him. That's great. The first guy who believes in you. Yeah, that's somebody I'm going to get up and follow.
The first guy.
Moses, he screws Moses.
Yep.
Moses devotes his life to him and makes one mistake. That's it. You're off the team. No.
Yeah. Moses did
and then we don't even
so
have
much for him.
Hell.
Moses did all kinds of stuff, and he left him out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Builds character.
Didn't let him in.
So, what religion makes the most sense there, Louis?
Anything that you can cobble together.
I'm a big fan of Noah's Ark. I think that was plausible.
Really?
Yeah.
All the animals, 2 of them, on a boat.
Oxygen? What did he go to see Heaven Almighty and convert it?
Hey, man, I bought into the Catholic religion until I read the Noah story. I'm like, whoa. Wow, man, I'm 12 and I see through this one.
You know what I mean? You buy into it as a kid.
Right.
Because the stories are kind of cool and they're just like wacky stories and stuff. And then you start getting older and for some reason you don't stop believing them.
Everything made sense to me until we got to Noah, and I'm like, really?
Logistically, this is impossible.
And I grew up as a math whiz, and I started doing the little math problem there in my head. I'm like, wow, okay, something doesn't make sense here.
Just shit alone.
Yeah, right.
You don't even need math to know, boy. 3,000 species of animals dumping on a boat. That's a treat.
That would sink the thing, I'm thinking.
Oh, I was big on Catholicism until they dropped Latin.
Yeah.
That was great. That was mumbo jumbo at its best. You just really didn't know what was going on, but I liked it a lot. I kind of liked
the Latin Catholicism.
Oh yeah,
when you didn't. Yeah.
I like I've always liked it. Being a Jew, that's the because we created guilt and you guys then codified it.
Yeah, we figured it out and made it really efficient.
And then you came up with the confessional. That's unbelievable.
Well, if you confess, then you don't have to worry about them, about your sins, and you can go to heaven.
It's absolutely perfect. It's better than a shrink.
Well, I can't wait to read your take on religion, and there'll be some jokes in there, right, Louis?
I hope so. That's what I'm really in panic about. I'm going to get the boss to punch up.
It's going to be in a comedy section, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
I'm just making sure.
I want to make sure. Hey, I want to change gears really fast here. You got hit in the head on stage at Bonnaroo. What happened?
Oh yeah, God.
I guess a fan threw something at you while you were on stage with what? Government
Mule.
Yeah, Government Mule.
Yeah, Wayne Haynes. The guys asked me to come up to do. They were jamming with people, and they said, "Well, why don't you come up? We'll do something funny." I said, "Well, great. It's like a dream come true." So I come on stage. They're doing a jam. I come on stage. I said, and I go, and I'm going to be on stage for literally 30 seconds, and I turn to him and I go, you guys told me to come up here and jam, but you're playing an instrumental. There's no lyrics. I said, can I get a tambourine or something? That's as far as I got. And this guy in the middle of the crowd fired a empty plastic milk jug and hit me square in the head. And then I went berserk.
Yeah, the video is hilarious. It's up on our website. The audio sucks, or we'd play for everybody. But I'm watching you on stage after you got hit in the head. Your arms are just crossed, and you're giving the audience talking to.
You are a mad person.
How did you piss off the most peaceful audience on the planet at Bonnaroo? They're all high and on drugs. They don't even have the energy to throw something that far. They're so wasted.
And I found the one guy who did. It pushed his button.
Hey, so what did you say to the crowd and the guy? I see you throwing the finger up.
I said, listen, you little fuck, I was supposed to be up here for 30 seconds. That was the deal. It was a stupid little joke. You're an absolute moron. I said, and I was going to leave, but now I got to tell you what a piece of shit you are. I said, here's something you don't do at a rock festival. You don't throw shit at the people on stage. Got it?
That are trying to entertain you.
I was like, I went on and on and on.
Did you have him removed?
Nobody knew what to do. Like the drummer leapt up and raced to the edge of the stage. It was like nuts.
Yeah.
And it's a real fun. It's always nice to be, at a nice rock and roll festival and have a nervous breakdown.
Well,
it was a real treat.
Terrific. Hey, we got.
Look, and don't ever think that the Voyeur bus isn't like kind of one of the most important watersheds of my career. You fucking idiots! It gave me a huge New York audience.
It sure did,
me
man.
More street cred than I've gotten since.
Yeah, getting arrested will do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, perfect. But I'm never going back.
I relived it reading about it in Jim's book. It was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
We got Noah checking in. He says, Noah's Ark, most biblical scholars and even atheists all agree of a major flood that took place around that time period. Many ancient civilizations have a written account of this happening. Okay, I'm not going to argue that, but the big, huge boat thing?
The big boat with the animals.
And they say the boat is on top of what? The mountain there?
Mount Ararat.
And that kind of proves my point, because what they have found is a boat that's not big enough to get every living species on it. That's what I'm getting at.
Yep.
So I'm sure the boat had something to do with something, but I think we blew it out of proportion a little bit.
Well, that's the idea of religion.
Yeah.
I need an ark in my basement.
Yeah.
Then when I saw
the whole deal.
The carnival logo on the side of the boat kind of threw me off. That was Rich Voss.
So Louis, are we going to get you back on the show on a regular basis or what?
Yeah. When I'm finished this piece of shit.
What the piece of shit book?
And are you performing in North Carolina tonight?
No, I'm not. I'm actually here writing. All I can do is lock up. It's like being an insane person.
Oh, you're one of those writers, man.
I got to go to North Carolina.
I got to find myself a cabin, man.
Oh, misery.
I'm not in the cabin. I'm not in the fucking cabin.
What are you in?
I'm in an apartment.
Yeah, he's going to...
But you decide you need to write in North Carolina?
I had to get it. Well, yeah, because otherwise, if I'm in New York, I'm not going to write. Got it?
Yeah.
So he's got to go somewhere dull.
I'm going to walk to every deli and get another sandwich.
Are you taking long walks in the woods
for
inspiration?
No, writers do that. You go back to you write for a little while, then you lay down and touch yourself.
Hey, you got to keep in touch with us because we got to see how you're doing in North Carolina.
Yeah, how you're holding up.
Right.
And then and I'm going to see you guys in I think August.
Yep.
What happened?
The tour.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I forgot that you were on the tour, Louis.
Of course.
Because we're in the middle of it. Which date you performing at?
The one in Jersey.
Oh, he's at PNC.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday as far as tickets go. We have a $10 ticket that went on sale yesterday. PNC sold about 1,500 $10 lawn seats last night.
Nice.
Wow.
1,500. We broke a record last year, and I think this year we even break that record. There's going to be at least 10,000 lunatics at this show, Louis.
Oh, it should be nuts.
They're so much fun.
And they've been great.
I just talked to the tour manager who I know.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and they've been great, man.
Yeah.
They've been great. They sit there and listen to the comedy, and they're just an unbelievable audience. So.
I had so much fun. I broke my elbow at the last show.
Yeah, you got attacked.
Well, we were singing "Happy Birthday" to Rich. We brought a cake out, and the guy meaning Rich Voss, he kind of picked up the cake to bring it backstage because he wanted to share it with his friends, and I decided to push his face in it, that hack thing, obviously. And then Bob Kelly kind of went way too far and made sure with both hands he shoved the cake completely in Voss's face. Voss goes falling down and kind of like fractures his elbow or something.
And out of all the guys on stage, those 10 comics, my pregnant wife is the only one that helped me get up.
Yeah, Bonnie's like 9.5 months pregnant,
Yeah.
and she had to help Voss up as we all just pointed and laughed hysterically.
Yeah, it's a close fraternity, comics. Yeah. They're a real good group.
I thought I was telling Lewis something where he'd be really shocked, but I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm talking to another comic, and he's sitting there like, well, of course, that's what you got to do.
I would have helped you up, Rich.
Thank you, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis, I saw...
If the money was right.
Lewis, I saw Sicko last night. What do you think?
How is it?
You didn't see it yet?
No.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Well, I mean, it's he's good, but half of it's true, and then he goes nuts most of the time. Did he go nuts?
Dude, he makes a good movie. He makes a good quote documentary.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it's not really a documentary as much as it is his point of view, and then
he's messing with some of the facts himself.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't need. You know what's stupid about it? He doesn't need to mess with the facts. The facts are unbelievable.
You think?
Why mess with the facts? Why do you need to gild the lily? And there's something. There's the writer coming out. Me.
Listen to you, gild the lily.
That's right.
Jesus.
And but you don't need to push it. We literally we're like 37th in taking care of ourselves. Chimps take care of themselves better.
Yeah, he pointed out in the movie that we were just ahead of what was the country, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but that's on the whole. You got some cash. You can be able to get some good medical care.
What difference? That's ridiculous.
No, it gives the doctors incentives also to do good work, because if you're good, then you're going to get more work than you will if you're a crappy, quacky doctor. But in these other countries like Canada, anyone's a doctor because there's no incentive.
You're right, cash. If you got cash, you get a good lawyer.
Anthony, there are people flying out of the country to go to other countries to have surgeries done, simple surgeries.
But where do the rich people fly to when they need surgery done? The United States.
At some point, it's
fuck
ridiculous.
the rich.
I love how we all make believe we're not living in the country of me.
Yeah, isn't it really? Doesn't it come down to whatever's important for you, Lewis?
No.
Do you care that much about the country and its people, so that after you're gone, this whole thing goes on? Do you give a shit about Social Security, and if in 50 years there's not going to be any when you're fucking dust somewhere? I'm for me. Why? Why do you care?
I don't know.
Let them fucking deal with it.
Why would I know? It's a genetic thing.
Let them deal with it. I deal with me. I deal with the dates that are between the fucking time that's on my tombstone. That's what I deal with. Anything before or after that is go fuck yourself. It's about me.
I was saying, see Anthony in the cottage next to Lewis writing a book. Go fuck yourself.
It's called Go Fuck Yourself. I don't care if some guy's got a broken arm and he's got to go to some Canadian fucking doctor to get it fixed. I'm pulling out cold, hard cash and saying, hey, doc, fix me.
Look, here's the thing. I got two. First off, the President of the United States shouldn't be telling people that, what do you mean you can't get health care? You can go to an emergency room, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That takes a raging asshole. Even if you have that thought, keep it to yourself. Okay? The other is, I've got two insurance companies, AFTRA and SAG, right?
Uh-huh.
And I have spent 3 years trying to get one of them to pay a bill. And I got two insurance companies.
Yeah, AFTRA is a real treat. We deal with them.
They're tremendous.
You send them boatloads of money, and I don't know what they do for you.
Well, what they do is they just go, if you want to get that prescription drug again at the same price, you're going to have to send in a mailer. No, I'm not sending in a mailer. I'm walking to the CVS, prick. That's why it's on the corner.
I think most people listening to this realize there's a major problem with the health system in this country, but no one has an answer. And the drug companies are so powerful. How are we ever going to get anything changed?
You're who knows? What would
We even asked Michael Moore because he made the movie Sicko, and he's like, yeah, I don't have the answer either. No one has the answer.
Well, one of the things you could do is electroshock the Senate in the Congress.
Hook them up with electrodes.
Tasers for everybody.
I think that's it.
Anal electrodes. We're at a point in this country where both sides, and it's Republican, Democrat, it's liberal, conservative, and whatever you want to call it.
Mormons too.
Mormons.
Yeah.
They are so far apart now. They will kill their own mothers just to prove a point that they're not with the other side. Yeah. Like, I've never seen the country so divided as far as how these idiots deal with stuff. They're not passing things that are good for the country because they don't want to at any point have a campaign ad bite them in the ass and say, he agreed with Republicans on this, gun control or this issue or that. So nothing gets done. We go for years with nothing getting done.
Yeah, these guys used to get shit-faced together. I don't know when that stopped.
Yeah, and then that stopped.
And that got some things done because...
Yeah, because you drink and then you go, you know something? Yeah, let's sign this.
Right.
Fuck it.
All right, we'll give you this one. What the fuck?
Now it's what kind of fucking, we'll appoint this one and that one. Get the nice woman Speaker of the House in there that can't even hit the gavel right.
No,
she's all limp-wristy on the gavel.
You're absolutely right. I don't remember ever at any time, even Nixon, where these people were down each other's throats the way they are, and it's worthless to us. It's like
nothing got done. The only thing I've seen get done is I've seen George W. pull out a pen to sign a couple of vetoes. That's like he doesn't sit there and sign anything that's actually doing anything
of relevance.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, I was reading today that people would pick none of the above as far as the Republican candidates go, more than actually picking a candidate.
Well, there's a good group, that group of candidates.
None of the above.
John McCain's campaign is in deep trouble.
No, the Law and Order guy.
The Law and Order guy is just a complete joke.
He's going to win.
You're not going to elect a TV guy again.
Law and Order guy.
You're not going to elect Law and
Order. What's his name, Fred?
He looks a bit old.
What?
Got
Fred Thompson.
a trophy wife, which doesn't help.
Yeah, Fred Thompson. McCain's in trouble. Where's the quote?
Giuliani, once the rest of the country hears him, he's dead.
Giuliani also, the Republicans aren't going to really back him because they just see him holding a bloody hanger in his hand. He's the abortion mayor.
Wow.
That exactly. Wow. They don't go for any kind of guff when it comes to that abortion issue. Wow.
That and the queers, he's done.
Exactly.
Hey, Lewis.
Yeah.
Who would be the president if we voted today? This country. Who would win it
today?
Yep.
Wow.
John Edwards.
Oh no.
It exhausts me to think about it.
It is raining. I don't think New York would have a good turnout.
I'd vote
today, literally or figuratively?
Today. Like, if we had to elect a president today, who would get our nomination?
Wow.
Who would get our nomination, really?
I would vote for a Law and Order guy.
Law and Order guy?
I'd vote for him for president. Reagan did a good job, and he was an actor.
What
do you think?
What do you think, Ronald Reagan?
I loved Ronald Reagan.
I knew how to speak to America.
He's Tubby. This is not Ronald Reagan. This is Mr. Tubby.
But he's an actor, so he's got to be. At least he can play the part of the president. I just want someone that plays the part well, reads his lines, can like find his marks on the stage of the Oval Office. I want an actor in there that makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah, if we're gonna get fucked, we at least want a personality.
Yeah.
What about Bloomberg?
Bloomberg doesn't know what he is. He tries to hide behind different parties. He changes parties to try to make people think he's what he's not. And that whole thing with paying money to come into New York was a great plan.
Not coming to New York. You're already in New York, and now you want to go further south. You have to pay a toll.
No, you would have been able to come in on like the Triborough Bridge and drive down into Manhattan.
Right.
That would have been okay. But in order to enter below like
forgot
wherever it was, 60th.
Yeah.
Somewhere. 80th. I don't know.
A Jew doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, and a Jew doesn't have a shot.
Doesn't have a shot.
No.
Before-
Berg? Bloomberg?
No way.
I say, if I was advising him, I'd say that, as long as he's changing parties, is convert to another religion.
Religion, change his name.
Get out of that.
Cut off the horns. I'm telling you.
The only reason I like Bloomberg is because he's, after dealing with this guy for so, with Bush, to have somebody who's not even there.
Yeah, but
When he talks, you don't. He's perfect. When he talks, I don't hear him.
You disappointed everyone. You didn't really pick a
I don't
candidate.
know. I'm what would who wants any of them?
You want Hillary. Let's just get this out in the open. You
No,
want
I
Hillary.
had talked on the show about what it, but no.
Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't.
We see right through your lies. We see through your lies.
Oh, God.
What about Obama?
What about the Obama? Obama girl is huge on the internet. What do you got?
Look, if they're not going to do Jews, they're not ready for blacks either.
Yeah, I don't know. If you talk to the white supremacists, the Jew is behind the black on the chain of command. Number one enemy is the Jew.
It's the Jew. It's number one.
Number one enemy is the Jew because they're like the devil. Yeah, you're still number one with the white supremacists.
It took a lot of work to get there.
The Jew, they're holding on. But the blacks are catching up quickly.
Well, it's because the Jew is not the blacks are not a threat. They're killing each other. That's how the white supremacist thing. They're drugs. It's the Jews who are the threat.
Jews are in charge of everything.
Lewis, Obama is getting a bunch of support from Oprah. Oprah's going to start raising some money for Obama. What do you think?
Good for her.
Oprah for
put her
president?
own money up and shut up.
Yeah, no kidding. Why is she getting it from everybody else?
What does she need to funnel it? She's got $1 gazillion.
How about you use your ATM card every once in a while? Stop getting money from us when you're a billionaire. We can't relate to that.
Law and Order guy is going to be our next president of the United States.
He's going to win.
Because I'll tell you why.
You're
the
crazy.
Democrats are going with a gag ticket. It's going to be Hillary, Obama, or both. As president and vice president. And America is not going to vote for that. They will vote for the Republican again, which is amazing that the Republicans will even be able to win after having George W. in there. And the only one that isn't like so screwy, no one knows what Law and Order guy stands for or does or anything. So they'll vote for him because he seems the safe bet and they kind of like them on the show.
What about John Edwards? He'll be on the ticket. They're not going to go Obama, Clinton. They're not.
They're not. And
Edwards will be
Law and
in
Order
that.
guy was the laziest congressman in history.
That'll come out.
He barely voted for anything.
Yeah, see.
I think they'll divide the party, the Democrats, if they go with like an Edwards. I think Obama will still try to run. Hillary, perhaps.
Gore's going to.
They'll get some jerk off in there that always divides up the tickets so the Republicans win anyway, like a Nader or something. And Law and Order guy. That's who I'm giving it to.
Bossed Al Gore.
I think he's going to jump into the race,
actor.
Al Gore. I'm not.
He won't even live at the White House. They'll just build a set. Like the West Wing set,
a little
and he
facade.
can just walk around there.
Facade.
Just a facade.
He's going to be the first president to live in a facade.
And he's got a deep voice, and he's kind of like intimidating.
He's very presidential, kind of. He could play the president on TV, so he should do it here. And I'm looking forward to presidential bloopers and outtakes because he's an actor. They have a gag reel, perhaps, and that'll be fun. That'll get the people thinking laughs.
Well,
They'll be laughing.
The saddest thing is, it's almost 2 years from now, and they forced us because there's no government. Now they forced us to discuss what's happening 2 years from now. It's It's like having a discussion of what's going to be on Shrek 4.
You know what's even worse? To get to the president, you have to go through William Morris. We have an actor.
An age, right. Very good. I got that, Rich.
Lewis has some writing to do.
Yeah.
After he takes his long, long walk in the woods.
I wish Lewis had...
Are you going to sit by a pond to get some inspiration?
Wow, boy, I'm coming in there, and when I do, I'm going to shoot your chest.
On a pond.
On a pond.
Are you using an old-fashioned typewriter in a cabin? Smoking a pipe?
Like Walden, man. You're going to be just living on the land.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Boy.
He'd rather have a bottle thrown at his head than listen to this drivel.
All right, Lewis. Always a pleasure. You know that. And we'll see you at the PNC August, 26th? Yes. Nice. I swear to God, I didn't even realize that until now. I forgot. And I apologize for that.
Boston.
Yeah, that's Saturday. It'll be another great show. We got lots of cool things going on up there.
Yeah,
All right,
good.
Lewis.
I'll see you later, man.
Lewis. Take it easy, man.
guys.
I'll see you later.
Lewis Black,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Gotta be funny.
Would have liked to have told Lewis my whole strategy on how I'm going to save the country, but another day.
Well,
That's okay.
We're going to do a line of the day and get out of here.
Well, absolutely. My house is flooding.
They just showed
as far as I know.
They showed some footage on TV, and wow, I didn't realize how hard it rained on Long Island especially.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
there was a big red blotch on the news over Long Island where the heaviest rains were.
Yeah.
And from what my girlfriend was telling me, it was just pouring where you couldn't even see out the windows.
Wow. Did you say...
Yes.
Did you say rain?
Yeah. Oh.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain. The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain.
Rain.
The prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain.
This will get stuck in your head.
What is
I guarantee it. It doesn't matter. Just, and know what's weird? Fan, do it.
What?
You were humming Chocolate Rain in between breaks. Go ahead. Watch.
Chocolate rain.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, the even had the
Dun, 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 dun.
Chocolate Rain.
Brush your teeth with
Listerine. Chocolate
rain.
Rich, what do you got today?
The
what do I got?
Are a bunch of chocolate rain.
Voss, you got a homework assignment, by the way.
What's
next time we see you? Well, no, we're going to see you Saturday. But I mean, next time we see you on the radio, you're going to be a dad, which is very cool. Congratulations on all that. But make sure you save the placenta for Pat Duffy.
I'm gonna.
All right.
I'll see.
I'm serious because you could bring that home.
All right, I'm gonna tell the placenta this Friday. Stand Up New York in New York City Friday night, and July 29th, Marissa's Trumbull, Connecticut.
Hey, I'm getting a report that the show's not on the 26th; it's on the 25th. Did we mess up the PNC date?
Oh, boy.
Whatever that Saturday is. All the shows are on Saturday.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll attend and say the well is dry. Chocolate rain.
Here's a runner-up line of the day. Chocolate rain.
What was that about?
And then they're going to go, I curse them, I do.
I don't get what the song was about.
The over influx.
Maybe it's a song about the bit we are thinking of doing.
Oh, the one we wanted to do? Yeah, that would fit. Chocolate Rain Super Soaker.
Yeah. Well, it was the diarrhea Super Soaker.
Yeah.
But we realized if we're going to do Duty Wars, that was a bit hack.
Yeah.
I think Pat Duffy put us in a really good place today. I really do.
Yep, feeling confident.
I'm feeling very confident, so... there you go.
Zoom the camera out and see the light. Chocolate rain. Forecast to be falling yesterday. Chocolate rain.
Right.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
You got a lot of guys.
This was a different guy. But...
Does Bonnie ask you that?
What's that?
How many guys have you been with? Hey, you got a little runner-up for that.
I like that a lot. Anything else, Rich?
I got nothing.
You ready for Mansfield Saturday?
I can't wait. I love these shows.
Absolutely. And military ID, if you got a military ID, you're going in, you get in free this Saturday in Mansfield for the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show.
Oh, that's cool.
All the info's on Virus Tour, one word, on MySpace. Another runner-up line of the day.
Bloomberg.
No way.
I say, if I was advising him, I'd say that, as long as he's changing parties, is convert to another religion.
Religion, change his name.
Get out of that.
Cut off the horns. I'm telling you.
Cut off Bloomberg is because he's...
Ooh.
Rich.
A little self-deprecating joke there. Yeah.
Only in the past is what they say. Chocolate rain.
Oh, it's getting stuck in your head.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Eat that Chocolate Rain
I want a
song.
full report tomorrow from everyone. I think it's going to hit me in the morning.
Yeah, when you wake
the bathroom at like 4:30.
Chocolate Rain.
Oh, we have a new version of My Dick's All Shitty. Remind me tomorrow. A better version, supposedly, but we're running out of show here today. Are we ready?
Here comes line of the day.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
Yes! That's all it is. Brushing sounds and moaning. Wonderful. That's good. And so we leave you.
We leave you.
The sound of brushing with dog shit.
No. We leave you with chocolate rain.
No.
As we get the stuck in your head, chocolate rain. You'll be humming this later today. Chocolate rain.
I gotta go. I really do have to.
All right. Ant's
the
gotta
house
go.
is sinking.
Thank you, guys. It was
And
fun.
we leave you with this. So it's stuck in your head.
With your neighborhood insurance rates, chocolate rain makes us happy living in a gay chocolate rain. Made me cross the street the other day, chocolate rain. Made you turn your head the other way, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again, chocolate rain. Seldom mentioned on the radio, chocolate rain. It's the fear your leaders car control, chocolate rain. Worse than swearing, worse than calling names, chocolate rain. Say it publicly and you're insane, chocolate rain. No one wants to hear about it now, chocolate rain. Which real hard it goes away somehow, chocolate rain. Makes the best of friends begin to fight, chocolate rain. But did they know each other in the light, chocolate rain? Every February washed away, chocolate rain. Stays behind his colors, celebrate, chocolate rain. The same crime has a higher price to pay, chocolate rain. The judge and jury swear it's not the face, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again, chocolate rain. Dirty secrets of economy, chocolate rain. Turns that body into GDP, chocolate rain. The milker blames the baby's DNA, chocolate rain. But test scores are how much the parents make, chocolate rain. Flipping cars in France the other night, chocolate rain. Cleans the sewers out beneath Mumbai, chocolate rain. Across the world and back, it's all the same, chocolate rain. Angels cry and shake their heads in shame, chocolate rain. Lifts the ark of paradise and sends chocolate rain. Which part do you think you're living in, chocolate rain? More than marching, more than passing law, chocolate rain. Remake how we got to where we are, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again, chocolate rain. History quickly crashing through your veins, chocolate rain. Using you to fall back down again.
There's a virus spreading in our area. Will it affect you? Find out on the next Opie and Anthony show.
The virus made my genitals rot off. I don't really have the virus yet. I'm kind of itchy and stuff, but I don't really have the virus.
That virus you're always talking about.
El virus de Opie and Anthony.